Hello. Are you boys here to look at the refrigerator?
No.
We're here to look at the TV. Oh.
Rocky what? Cha-cha cheetah. Free-wheel bicycle.
Yeah, we are live.
Happy Friday.
You are tuning into Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast, coming live out of Casper, Wyoming. I'm CVV.
I'm Jake.
Josh.
And we got...
And we are welcoming 307 Reacts and the great members. Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
That's Chris.
And Chris. Yes.
Thanks guys so much.
Yeah, man.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us on, man.
Oh yeah.
We're excited that you're here.
They're another local podcast, right?
Well, I don't
You
know.
could-
See, I
see,
was
this is-
thinking about
I
that
don't
today.
know. It's,
So this
I
has
know.
been the debate, right? So what we do
Okay, cool.
is we're a reaction channel, right? And so basically, there's a lot of reaction channels on YouTube that just like watch the video of whether it be music or a comedy sketch or whatever it be, and they go, "Oh, well, that was really good. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure you subscribe."
It's
Like
like
that's
yes
it.
or no, and then they
And
move
it's
on from there.
it's like okay, well, there's these artists and musicians put so much into their music and into their comedy sketches and whatever that like that deserves to be recognized.
Yeah.
So we took it upon ourselves to start a reaction channel that actually dives into. If you go and watch like our first 10 episodes, any of them where we have Tom McDonald, they're like 30 minutes to almost an hour long on one song.
One of our first Tom McDonald's was like 50 minutes or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
And so we dive in and we talk about, okay, well, I really like the beat. This one bar, he said this, and, you know, that's something that really needs to be said because that's something that's missing from our culture. Or he addresses this issue, and I think that's really important or whatever. And then we kind of talk about his wordplay and his cadence when he raps. And so we try to do that for every artist. We talk about their mix and how their music sounds with everything else. That the video was good.
So you cover every element. Like,
Yeah,
you
and
talk about the meaning, the aspect, the
Yeah.
talent, the production, the put togetherness.
Mhm.
Yeah, so our audience is definitely split on whether or not, you know, we've heard both. Like,
Yeah.
you guys are more of a podcast than a reaction channel, but we've also heard, you know, like, we're just more of an in-depth thing. So I don't know what really
Yeah.
to call it.
Okay,
I
real
would-
fast, like, I mean, your first example is music. Are you guys musicians?
we are.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I know.
So,
You got it totally
so Matt has played in several punk bands
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah.
I've seen you for all.
yeah,
Yeah. So I started out in a band, like my first actual like performance band, I guess, in town was like an emo screamo band back in the day called Cherryvale. I played drums for that, and then played
such
drums.
a sick name,
Dude,
bro.
it's a really good name. And then played drums in a punk band called Good Morning Tonight, and then played guitar and sang in a band recently called Records. And now I'm just doing stuff with Chris at the studio. We're just kind of doing some side project stuff that
Sweet.
Yeah.
we still kind of have a lot of that shit under wraps. But yeah, we're cooking. We're still
Hell
cooking.
yeah.
And then you've been all over bands too, man.
Yeah, I grew up here and I went to Natrona County High School. And when I was there, I had a country band called Silver Linings, and we played some little small stuff here and there. But then I moved to North Carolina for a year. I did a little bit of music there, nothing really crazy. Then I moved to Spokane for 7 years, and I had a rock band called Insidia. And in the 1 year we had the rock band, we played our first show, if you could call it a show. It was actually an open mic night. And they're like, okay, so you guys have like a full rock band, right? And we're like, yeah. Like, here's the thing. We only give people like 5 minutes to like go up, do their act, and get the fuck off, right? So we're like, okay, we'll come back next week. So we spent the whole week practicing loading our shit onto a stage, hooking it up, doing a quick sound check, playing one song, loading all the shit off stage, and then try to get that all within 5 minutes.
Holy
We
fuck, dude.
did it in 5 minutes and like 47 seconds, so we were almost just a minute late. And from there was actually a guy who was a local promoter. And he goes, "Hey, bro, fucking where have you guys been? Like, I haven't." We're like, "Oh, this is our first time out." And he's like, "Really?" And I was like, "Okay." He's like, "Well, yeah, hit me up. I'm going to set you up with some shows." So we started playing shows. We were together for about a year. The lead singer slept with the drummer's girlfriend, and then that kind of split that whole thing.
Yeah, kind of like some storybook shit. But
Yeah.
hey, real quick, can we rewind? Like, do you guys practice this shit
Yes.
throughout the week?
Yes.
Did you guys like meet every day and you're like, all right, boom, like fucking huddle
We-
up, tear down your equipment, throw it in the fucking van, fucking all that shit. And you're like,
Oh,
boom,
we are-
go and set it up and fucking
Here we go.
then throw it back in the van
Here's-
and then just do it every day like that. Like,
Here's
can you go through that
here's the
process?
meat potatoes,
I
okay?
want to hear this.
So
because
when
that's
I
fucking cool.
when I dive into something, I dive hard. Like this whole YouTube thing, Matt could tell you. I kind of tricked Matt at first. I was like, you know what, dude, we're only going to do like 2 episodes a week.
Thank you, everybody that's watching right now. We appreciate you.
Yeah, what's up,
We're
guys?
here. You guys are here. It's great. Hello.
And then our first week we had 4 episodes, and we did 6 episodes every week ever since. But when I got into this band, I had bought a trailer before we ever played our first show. I already had a truck, bought an 8x10 cargo trailer, and the place that we practiced, we had a shed. So I would back up to the shed, about like what I would think we would back up to the alley of a bar, and we would load all of our shit into the trailer and figure out, okay, well, if we load it up this way, we don't necessarily have to have it in the
Yes,
trailer.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
We just have to have it off the stage, which is fine.
You go, okay, so, all right, I'm going to pick your brain. Like, tell me
Yeah.
if I'm wrong real quick.
Okay, hit me with it.
You have this shed, you got your trailer backed up to it,
Mhm.
you're going to set up a show, you're going to set it up from back to front. You got your drums. Well, yeah, you got your drums.
You're saying in the very front of the trailer, the furthest away from the door.
Correct.
Okay.
And then you have, well, okay, no, you have monitors. And all the stacks of fucking speakers and shit.
Okay.
You arrange those. Then you throw your drums.
No. The drums always go against the front.
God damn it. I
And
wasn't.
here's why. I had set the trailer up to where we could have the drums fully in their stands, and the only thing we have to do is pull the cymbals off.
Oh, dang.
So I had it kitted out to where we could literally just pick up a piece, set it on stage.
So you build the kit in the front
Yeah.
of the trailer.
You
Right.
build the
Shit,
kit in the
man.
front of the
Pull the
trailer.
cymbals off, and then
That's
brace
actually
that.
genius,
Brace that
too.
with everything,
Yeah.
speakers and things like that.
Okay,
And-
like, did this idea, like, okay,
Yeah.
like, we're gonna go down a quick, different little avenue. Did this, like, ever jog you guys to maybe, like, start pop-up concerts like that?
Well, that was something we talked about doing in the future for sure.
Because that's fucking
so-
amazing. That's cool, dude. If you can set
Yeah.
something up in
Right.
fucking 6 minutes, just, like,
Yeah.
It's an
just
impressive
block
feat.
off a fucking
It's-
intersection downtown real
Yeah.
quick and just
Right.
play a fucking...
You could.
Hey, we're
God
gonna
Bless
do a quick-
America,
How many
Yeah.
spots could you
4th
hit in
of July.
Casper in a day, man?
Yeah.
You could just roll around with
Oh,
your trailer.
yeah,
and
man.
just plop, 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 just hit all the
That's
gas,
what I'm saying.
man.
That'd be so cool.
It's actually
Yeah.
not a
dude.
bad idea, man.
So the way we would do it, right, is we would do the drums in the very front, and then we had all of our speaker cabs and amps along the sides of the trailer. We always left the middle for merch or whatever, but at that time we didn't have merch. So the middle of the trailer was nice, wide, and open, which means that 2 people could walk in side by side, turn, grab a set of cabs, and then walk out. So you're loading 2 pieces of equipment at the same time, and there's
Holy
5
fuck.
members of the
What
band.
do you do for work?
I'm a mechanic.
So you know all about being efficient. I can see that.
I try to be.
I understand exactly, like,
So,
real quick how your brain works.
so
That's
we-
crazy.
so we
You're an
practiced-
organizing motherfucker.
We would practice our music, like anything that was band related. If it was music, loading in, loading out, doing sound checks, whatever.
What's up, Bill?
We would literally practice 30 hours a week.
Oh,
we would
Bill's
get
here.
together
So,
for. Oh,
Chris-
Bill Strom.
Bill Strom,
Strom?
yeah.
What's up, boy?
So-
He's our shout outs to Bill. He's our moderator for our YouTube.
Yeah.
He's a
Rad.
super dope
Heck
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
I got your name in the drawing, too.
Nice.
I just
Yes.
been everybody that comments.
So everybody who's watching the podcast,
Share
listen
it
up.
and comment.
I got me a slick pair of 3-wheel bicycle sunglasses, okay?
Mine are somewhere. I don't know where
And they're going to be giving a set
Oh,
of
there
those
you go.
There
away.
they are. There we go.
And all you have to do is share.
Share it and comment.
Share it and comment. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Do your thing. Get you a nice set of
Not
shades.
hard, not hard.
The sun's coming. Okay.
We're
Dude, it was
drawing
out
at the
today,
end of the
man.
show.
It was out,
They're
bro.
pretty rad. Like Travis from the Shivers rocks them every show.
Yeah,
course
yeah,
you do,
yeah.
Right.
They are pretty dope.
But we were a super dedicated band. We practiced 30 hours a week. So we'd get together 3 nights a week and practice for 10 hours.
Wow, dude.
It's very easy to get burnt out. However, it paid off. Within 1 year from the day that we played that show, or the open mic night, to the last day we played together, we got to open for Quiet Riot, Breaking Benjamin, Chelsea Grin, Motionless in White. I mean, we played with a whole...
That's cool.
Like, we had a chance to sit VIP with I Prevail when they came to town, Asking Alexandria. And so I met a lot of cool people along the way.
Hell yeah,
But
man.
it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of long nights. Like, being on top of your shit all the time, no matter what, is definitely something I'm
A
about.
lot of drive.
It
really.
is. Yeah.
Dude, your camera angle is
I
good.
thought it was my phone.
Bro, like,
That's a cool ass story.
That is,
yeah,
that is.
So we,
It's not that cool, bro.
yeah, it's not that
I don't
cool,
think it's
bro.
that cool, dude.
Yeah,
Motionless and White, I mean, they're not even that good, bro.
yeah,
Like,
bro.
they're all right, I guess. You can kind of play guitar. No, they're
Yeah.
pretty fucking dope.
Oh, dude,
That's super
I gotta say, I think the funnest, the best show I ever played was in Snoqualmie Casino. It was the most gangster shit, dude. So I pull up, and of course the whole band, we ended up taking 2 rigs, but we pull up, and I'm like, well, where do you want me to park this thing? They go, well, you're going to go around to the south side, and there's a door there. They're going to have that open. Just back your truck in. So I pull around the back, and I'm looking for a garage door. I don't see a garage door. I'm like, okay. So then I see 2 double doors swing open, and then they have an extension of the wall that swings open, too. And the guy's like, yeah, just back your truck into here. And it was one of their ballrooms. So they literally had me park the truck and trailer inside the casino. So we get it in there, and this guy walks up with a whiteboard, and he has a drawing of the stage, right? And he goes, where do you guys set your shit? Okay, so we mark it off, and, I hand mine to Anthony, and he was our drummer at the time. He marks where he sets all his stuff. And they go, yeah, just load all your stuff out of your trailer onto the floor and go get breakfast. We're going to have a guy show you around, if you guys want cigars or whatever. Like,
Rad.
So
What?
we got to cut, like, everybody in line the breakfast thing, which I was like, bro, I ain't never
Yeah.
done this. But, like, what the fuck's going on?
I
Right?
really feel like this is the only story I've ever heard of anybody sucking at bands.
Right.
Besides the bands are treated like shit, right? They're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You're here to like stay at a hotel. Fuck you. Hurry up.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Play and
Most of
get
the
the
time you
fuck
show up
out.
as a local band and they're like, who are you?
Yeah, right.
I'm
Thanks.
on the
Don't
bill
tell
tonight.
us you're in a
I'm on the
band.
bill tonight,
Yeah.
and they're like, "What bill?" And you're like, "Motherfuck!"
Right.
All right, here we go.
But yeah, man,
Who's Bill?
we came
Yeah, no
back. All of our shit was set up on stage. They had already sound checked everything. They had a professional sound engineer who had some degree with Sony or something. And I mean, the only thing we had to do is, okay, well, I don't necessarily like how this drum or this snare is set, so he'd adjust his shit and whatever. And we played that show and had a great time. And then they invited us back for a talent competition. We did that, and we ended up getting second place because a chick with a fat ass decided she was going to dance. And, that's got to take first place. So we were like, you know what? We'll take the $500, go
Bless
home.
America, man.
Like,
There you go.
but that was one of the best. But, like, the Quiet Riot show was wild. There was people snorting cocaine off the hoods of cars in the parking lot.
Cool.
Los Banditos was running security for the whole thing.
Dude,
It
Quiet
was
Riot's
wild.
some shit.
Dude, they are.
Yeah,
That kid that they have singing for him.
What
God,
band
he's
is
a
the guy
machine.
It's not that Rob DeBron or whatever the fuck his name
Oh, I think he died, bro.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
did.
They had some kid. Well, at the time he was 24, singing for him. Dude, he
Cool.
sounds just like him. They did AC/DC covers and everything, and I mean he could rock it, dude.
I hate ACDC. You're not
Right.
alone, man. You're not alone.
I'm sorry.
They're one of those bands that's like just overplayed to fuck.
Okay, they
dude.
get their fucking stone and or
Bro,
whatever their
right.
shit on the Walk of Fame.
You get to
Give them that
appreciate
because
them.
they did do things for rock. I
Boom,
get
there you
that
go.
Shit.
That, you're right. They get their plaque because they helped the genre and did their thing, right? Good, great. Stay where you're at. we got other guys doing the thing now,
Yeah,
right? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
thank
now we're
you.
moving forward, right?
Yeah,
So.
dude.
By the way,
You
shouts
should
out
probably
to
introduce your podcast at some point, right? We've just been blocking you from doing that.
No, you're good. I'm.
This is how we rock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
this
didn't
is
know, like-
this is how we rock. We do gotta give a shout out to Catherine
Yes,
today.
Catherine.
Oh, Kat, is Kat
To
here?
Cat is in
Oh,
here.
what's
To
up,
you
Kat?
guys.
Hey.
So,
She's
guys,
another
I
one of
will
our
tell you
moderators.
That's awesome.
Cat, she's not a moderator for our channel, but she's a
Well,
moderator
she-
for like every other channel on YouTube.
Dude,
like,
she's basically a moderator for the channel. I mean, come on.
That's awesome.
yeah, she. I'll tell you guys something about Kat. If you guys check out the Elsewhere podcast, she runs
Okay.
that podcast. And then so now you're familiar with what she does. After you check out that channel, go to like any reaction channel that's affiliated with that. She is everywhere.
All
Really?
over.
Like
And,
she spends, like she works a full-time job, and then she spends till about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, just moderating channels, getting people into their chats. Like
It is a privilege to have you on our live feed right
Fuck
now.
yes.
Fuck yeah. So like we did,
She's the lady.
We did a live stream and literally did just a fundraiser for
Yeah.
Kat. And
Okay.
we raised her like $800 on a live stream on
Yeah.
YouTube. So.
We went like
Just 'cause
super
she's a
crazy
badass.
on being musicians real quick. Can we talk about you guys and the whole 307 reacts? Can we dive back into that? Because
absolutely.
I totally rabbit holed this super hard.
Well, in
And
What's
then-
up,
That's just
Dustin?
Chris's side of the thing, man. I got those stories. I played with Quiet, right?
yeah,
Hell yeah, man.
No, you're good.
Dude, that's amazing. But no, that was really cool that we got to do that. But let's dive back into 307 Reacts. So you guys you determined nobody knows if you're a reaction channel or a podcast. You blow
Right.
the lines. That's great.
yeah.
Bro, you
When
want to
did
know
you
how
guys
this?
start?
You want to know how this thing started? Let me tell you how this thing started. So,
Perfect. Exactly what I was gonna
So-
that's a good fucking podcast, right?
so
there. Exactly
I
what it's
I actually am dating his cousin.
Yes.
Becca,
Actually-
shouts out. She's in the comments as Salad Cooper, Salad Cooper.
Oh,
Salad.
your name's in there.
So, yeah, so she's in the comments there. Shouts out, girl.
What's
So
up, Dustin?
I'm dating her, and I didn't even know Chris. I didn't even know who he was. I didn't know that was her cousin.
Now here's the crazy thing. When I was playing with that band I was just telling you about, his band that he was
Records.
in,
Records.
hit me up and said, "Hey, bro, we want to come through and play a show." And I was like, "Well, do you have merch and do you have music online?" And he's like, "Well, no." And I was like, "Hit me up when you have those things." Never heard from him again.
And then we got those things.
Oh,
Then we
really?
got those things and, actually
Yeah.
ended up playing similar to the Quiet Riot tour, the fucking City of the Week tour.
City of the Week
we
was
played
sick.
those together
Yeah.
and didn't even know we were doing it. Anyways, so Becca's telling me about. I actually met Chris through car work because he knows a shitload about mechanicking because that's what he does. And I owned a Subaru WRX for a little while, so naturally came across those things where it was like.
You needed somebody to do your head gas.
I thought I needed that. I thought I needed that, and that's how I met Chris. Actually, was honestly really through a set of what I thought was blown head gaskets
Yeah.
and was just a blown up
It was a
turbo.
blown
That's
turbo.
funny.
So
Oh,
so I kind of met him
Only
through
know
that,
those through
and then
fucking
so at the time he lived in Spokane, but he'd been planning on making a move to Casper to come back and work
Yeah.
here and
But
you know.
the political climate with the whole riots and everything, I had to get a military escort to work, and I was like, "Fuck this place! I'm moving back to
Damn,
Wyoming."
Yeah,
so,
Oh,
So
yeah.
during all that shit, so he made
Holy
the decision he was going to
fuck.
move back. Took him a while, and he eventually came back. And through that whole process, long story short, found out that I was into the music production thing and the digital side of things and like
Cool.
doing the video stuff. And he had this crazy idea of doing a reaction channel. I had no fucking idea what that was. Like he literally showed up one night and was like, "Hey man, we're going to do this thing," and I was like, "Okay, I don't know what the fuck we're doing." So. He was like, set up the stuff, get the audio shit going, get our mic set up, I'll handle the rest. I'm like, cool, I can handle that. Boom.
Right.
Right?
Fuck
Good job.
yeah.
Exactly.
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
like, I can do that. I
Yeah.
do that all the time.
That's why
Cool.
you two are sitting together.
It's like perfect
You don't even know it. I'm like,
chemistry.
yeah, right?
You know what I mean?
So I get that all set up, and Chris, like, even if you can see it in our first episodes, if you go over to our page and watch our first few episodes, you can see the confusion in my face. Like, I thought we were doing this all in like one shoot, and like he wants to do multiple episodes of these little clips, and I'm like, oh, we're just doing these little bits. Like, okay, I don't. No fucking idea what's going on, dude. Like, and still to this day, we sit down in the room sometimes, and he's like, "We're doing this, that, and the other," and I'm like, you know what? I've learned after 400 episodes, you just kind of go with it.
just
because
click the buttons and whatever happens, happens.
It's working, man. It worked really well, and like.
So you're actually a blend Because you're the audio guy and like all the tech shit. Like
my audio-ness
Well, he's
got me
audio guy
associated
too,
with
but-
what he wanted to do. It kind of the pieces fit because Chris was like, I kind of need the resources to make this happen, and he's got all the fucking ideas, man. He comes up with a lot of the shit, and sometimes I'll push back on his ideas. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that, and he's like, trust me, let's just
trust
try
me
it.
on this one.
Just try it, and then a couple months later we look back and I'm like, fuck, man, that's pretty cool that we did that, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of
Way
times he's the
cool.
brainchild, and I just kind of I'm like, you know what? You come up with the idea, I can probably make it look and sound pretty decent. And it seems to be working. We're 20,000 strong on YouTube.
Yeah, creeping up on that 25
Coming up on
mark,
like
bro.
500 actual episodes on there, so we're just grinding.
Okay,
Just
so
out here grinding, man.
that's a question I have for you. Like, we've been doing this for 2 years. Like, I mean, I'm sure maybe it's on a personal level, like the likes and the follows and shit. Like, we do this just for the sake of promoting artists and community and shit.
Yeah.
Mainly because he's a big artist and like it's important to him, and like we appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
We want to support every kind of art in the community, whether
Yeah.
it be music, media, anything. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Art's pretty broad statement.
It is,
I mean, we've had likes and follows, but we're nowhere near that. Like, so how do you guys do this? What's your? I mean, if they're not secrets that you can't dive on camera,
so
but like, how do you like?
You want to take it or do you want me to
Oh,
take
yeah,
it?
I got
this.
this.
Okay, all right.
Let's hear this.
Okay.
And like, what do you guys do?
Well,
And like,
I'll-
you guys use different platforms. We do.
Okay, so I'll just start it with this and kind of let you.
Yeah,
take
yeah,
it.
go
So
ahead.
like it starts off with that. Fundamentally, it's a different platform, right? So like what we're doing versus what you guys are doing, it's
Yeah,
not even
totally
a
different.
comparable thing,
No,
right? Like,
it's
not.
apples to
No,
oranges kinda-
no.
apples to
doesn't-
pickles.
Yeah, it doesn't count, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
There's two completely different.
I mean,
objectives.
the idea is the same. Promoting artists.
Okay, like
Yeah.
so.
At its fundamental
Yeah.
core, it's the same. But once you start branching out from that, it's just a different path thing.
Okay,
right?
so real quick, like one thing that I always think of, we actually like did a podcast a long time ago, participated in an event, and we went as it was a Halloween deal, and we went as Wayne and Garth,
Hell yes,
and
that is
we
dope.
kind of
Oh,
feel like
yeah.
a public access broadcast sometimes. Well,
Yeah.
I love that.
maybe that's just me,
No, I love
but
that.
it's like a cable channel thing that we do every Friday night, kind of like a Wayne's
Yeah.
World
I think
thing.
that
Yeah.
I think that fits the profile. I
And you
think
guys
they're right
are
on track.
more of like an established YouTube channel, is that correct? Or
Well,
Their,
so
their reaction.
the other part of it is the frequency. So I'll let you dive in from that point.
So a lot of so we started this off because this channel really started 4 years before I even met Matt, because I've wanted to do a reaction channel for a long time, because I thought there was a lot of independent artists who are doing big things that the majority of people who have their heads so far up mainstream's ass that they don't want to look, right? And it's like, dude, look, if you would just give them 20 minutes, just like listen for 20 minutes to what they're about, how they live their life, why they grind so hard. You know, that typically a lot of these independent artists, they start off doing the music because it's something they're passionate about, and then something takes off, and then they're like, oh, well, you know, I have all this extra shit. I want to help out, you know, this person, this person, this person. But like when you're with a mainstream label, you don't get that choice.
Yeah.
You just like,
You
okay,
are
this is
slave
when you're
to
going to
the
show
system,
up, you're
yeah.
going to do
This
this,
is
and
what
that's
you
what
do.
it is.
That's it.
What's up, John X?
And so I don't know if you guys know who Ryan Upchurch is, but I had studied him for 4 years. He's like he's the biggest dude in country rap.
Right.
See,
Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. Oh,
what's up,
here's
brother?
the
I
thing.
see you over there.
I
see you.
have.
What's up, dude? Salute. I fucking see you. I promise I
Yeah,
see you.
hell yeah.
We're in the same.
It's
vein.
been a journey, man. Let me tell you, it's been a journey.
Punk rock dude.
Yeah,
forever.
what's up?
So here's the thing, though. Even with Matt, and I knew Matt was a punk rock dude, I think Tom McDonald was the first rap artist that I introduced him to on the channel. And I said, dude, just hear this guy out. And
Bro.
Matt goes into this episode. I think it's episode 2 on our channel.
I came in and I was like, what in the fuck are, like, literally
Yeah.
on the channel, you can see me, like, what is this, dude? Like,
Yeah.
The first thumbnail is some dude, some fucking dude with face tats and fucking a blinged out ass grill, and he's got these little like
in a
Snoop
Gucci
Dogg
suit,
blonde ass dreads, in a full on like Louis Vuitton Gucci fucking suit, and he's sitting there, and I'm like,
I might be the
What the
unpopular
fuck?
opinion of the room, but I do not like that guy.
bro,
Yeah.
that's
I'm the same way.
and there's some
Ryan-
people
Okay,
don't.
I get the message, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate what he's doing. I appreciate all that shit. I'm not against his message or what he's saying. I don't disagree or agree. I'm gray on all this shit.
And see
I don't
that
know, maybe,
and that's
you'll
what it's
relate.
about too.
You'll
That's
relate,
what it's about too.
That's exactly
I thought
what
it
it's
was a
about.
fucking joke. He started playing the video, and I was like, oh, okay. Chris is showing me some parody thingy.
Yeah.
I literally looked at Tom McDonald and was like, this guy's a
I
joke.
thought the same.
I was
shit.
like, this guy is a fucking joke. Like, he's going to come out and this is going to be some blah, 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 making fun of this and that and the other. Okay, cool. We're watching something funny on this weird fucking adventure that Chris has me on that I don't even know what's happening. I'm just pressing record on things and going, okay, what are we doing?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
In literally 3 minutes, by the end of the song, I'm sitting there like, okay, all right. The boy's got something to say. Like, he's not, I literally even say in the episode, he's not just taking the piss. He's actually like, he's got something to say. And it's not just like this. The thing that got me with him, I'm on the boat with you. I'm still not. I don't like rap, dude. It's not my cup of tea.
I like
Tom McDonald is not an album that I'm just going to put in my CD player and listen to, right? It's not that kind of a thing for me.
Right.
However, I do appreciate that he's not one of the dudes that's out there just going, oh, I have tons of fucking money and followers, and I fucking do this and that, and I can
cheers
get
to that,
anything I want. He doesn't do that shit.
He's
your views on music
lyrically
immediately,
talented.
because that's
Yeah.
exactly
Lyrically
where I
He's
like
out there
music.
spewing bullshit, and that's what I'm about. I'll listen to you if you have something to say,
I like
right?
to listen
Right.
to it.
And he's got shit to say. And I've said that 100 billion times on our episode, or on
and
our channel.
because nobody could tell him what to say.
That's just it.
He
Like,
can say whatever the fuck he wants.
Okay,
to say.
he's kind of anti-flag.
he really is,
Right.
and like, and
Right.
even like he
I mean,
talks
anti-flag's
shit on the
watered
like
down.
he's
Right.
anti-government. He talks shit on the system. He doesn't like fucking politics.
Right.
You know, like he,
Yeah.
at his core roots. Some of his favorite bands are fucking the Ramones, the fucking like
Right.
some of these
that's-
fucking old
That's
punk rock
where
bands
I
that like
relate to his shit.
Yeah.
because I found that.
That's
get
where
all
I
it.
relate with him.
I get all of it. I do.
at
that
the
was
surface
me
of
when I
it,
was a teenager.
dude, let me tell you right now, at the surface of it, his visual style, the way he presents himself, I do think he's a little douchey. I do think he is.
I agree.
However,
he kind of tries to
however,
do the Zeph.
He's got a fucking army.
He's got a message. He's got a message
Okay, yeah,
that
and that's a good like see.
he's.
And that's
okay. Is this like kind of essentially how your React videos work right
That's exactly
Yes.
how it works.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a Tom McDonald reaction right now. boys. Like, this is it. Without even a video playing,
here?
right?
So now we have a perfect example of for the audience of how
This is how it goes, man.
Yeah, this is how 307
exactly
reacts.
why I wanted to start it. Is because I wanted to create conversation around people who, like, okay, you wouldn't normally go and watch a Tom McDonald video, but if I had a reaction channel where I reacted to, oh god, let's say Motionless in White, and you're like, yeah, dude, I like that. That was cool. Those guys are pretty dope. I'm gonna check out another episode. And then you're like, oh, I haven't heard of this Tom McDonald before. I'm gonna check it out. And then you sit there and watch this reaction, and we talk about this, that, or the other. You're like, you know what? That's maybe not my cup of tea, but I definitely get where they're coming from.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
and that's all we want to do.
Okay.
You don't have to like the music. You don't have to like the artist.
I got
Just like for people to gain an appreciation for what independent artists do is huge.
Like,
Yeah.
I got something for you guys that it's kind of like would be my version of your guys' Tom McDonald, perhaps. It'll kind of fit into what you buy into.
I think I know where you're going with it.
My favorite mainstream punk person
Give me
right
it. Say his
now,
name.
Miley Cyrus.
Oh, shit. Okay, I thought you were going to say MGK.
Huh?
Miley Cyrus.
Is Miley Cyrus in the punk game right now?
Dude, not talking about music, man.
Oh.
Mentality.
Oh, okay.
Mentality.
Okay.
You don't go music, man. Like, punk's more than music. It's the mentality.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it.
Okay,
Her
I'm
mentality of punk, like, she doesn't portray herself as punk, which makes her more punk than anything. But the things she does.
When she
are
gets on
so
stage and she
fucking
has
punk.
control, she's like,
Oh,
watch
dude,
this,
and like,
motherfucker.
dude, and just not giving a fuck, and not like she goes
You
and
know?
her music even talks about being daddy's girl and shit, and like,
Yeah.
I don't know if she writes any of it. She might be a producer's child and a fucking puppet, But whatever,
She-
whoever fucking is spewing
she
that
definitely-
shit is a genius too.
So she's with, is it
Bro,
Universal or Sony?
I think she's with Warner Brothers. So
Oh,
she's
Warner?
she's literally with all of them.
Oh yeah, she definitely has.
She's in all their
yeah.
pockets.
She's a puppet.
So-
Yes.
Like,
So she has writers. Like basically, when she goes on stage, I mean, she
but
can do
I
whatever
do
the fuck
think
she wants.
has all
But
the influence on it too.
I think-
I think the heart and soul of her, and she has talent to back it up.
Maybe that's the reason why she's doing that shit on stage, is because she's like, well, you're not gonna fucking let me sing what I want to sing, so I'm gonna get on stage and do some
Yeah.
weird, provocative shit
Yeah,
that
well,
is
yeah.
gonna cause some
Yeah,
controversy,
yeah,
and then
exactly.
boom, here I am at the top of the fucking news articles.
well, and it
There I am.
works out for everybody involved.
Right.
I mean,
because
it's like,
Yeah.
like,
Money,
like
dude.
I
That's
like
publicity
how
is
you were
publicity.
assuming
Yeah.
MGK.
that's what I was thinking.
He's like, okay, there's a parallel line drawn right there too.
Yeah.
MGK is like, yeah, he got like dissed into another universe. and played
right.
pop
See,
punk
that's
music.
what I like. I'm with you, bro.
Whatever. Like
You want
we
your
could
phone?
talk about that, but he did
You want
pop
your phone?
punk really great.
Bro,
He did.
Listen,
And we can
listen.
argue Travis Barker did the Flex Seal fucking slap fucking tape on the fucking.
No. See, that's the. Yeah, I'm with you.
We can
I'm with
argue
you
that
again.
shit.
So
But no, he did great. He did great. He embraced it. He knew
what
the
happened
roots.
was,
He knew
yes,
the roots.
did MGK get kicked out of the rap game? Did he get a little slam? Yeah, he kind of got his ass kicked. Sure,
I don't
call it
think
what.
so.
Fair enough. Call it what you will. However, when he decided to switch genres, you don't. It's if I decided all of a sudden that I wanted to write a punk song, I can't just go out and write a punk song and all of a sudden be like, hey, now Travis Barker wants to come in and play drums for me. Like that's not going to happen. There's a reason Travis is playing drums with him. It's not.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the like, oh, I'm here
Okay.
just to save this boy. No,
And this
dude.
will
Like,
back up MGK.
Travis was
even-
attracted to that
even
shit. He was
further.
like,
Yeah.
I want to play with
This
that.
will back up MGK even further. Like, yeah, maybe he did get kicked into another universe, but if you have that much relevance in the rap game, not to start the racing or dive into that shit, but it is a thing in rap. As a white guy,
Fair enough.
calling out the king of rap, who happens to be white, dominated by a
I mean,
black universe.
that's where it's at.
Okay, and if you have that much relevance that your words have a reply from Eminem,
Scoot
you
more towards the
fucking
center.
won.
Oh, do I need to come in?
Yeah.
now?
Hey, Cat's telling you, bro. You got to come in more.
Sorry, cat.
You got to listen
you know
to
what I'm
Cat.
saying? Like, if you what you had to say,
I probably need to move
Brought
back.
in
live,
It
I'm
looks,
here, it's
it looks like
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
like crowding you on the camera.
I got all the room in the world for anyone.
I got a
that's-
shout out
For
for my
anyone
buddy
who's-
Jesse.
Hey,
Who's
Jesse, what's
watching.
up? Yeah, we got Skulls in the
I
chat,
got-
guys. If you
yep.
haven't checked out Skulls, he's another independent rap artist.
Is Skulls
he's
in here
doing,
too?
He is, yeah. He's doing
Damn,
very
dude.
well for himself.
oh yeah,
He dropped a single here recently dealing. The video is super. I mean, the video and the song, I believe, is called Pins and Needles.
It is. I
And
never remember the names, man.
it's,
Good job.
dude. It's impactful. It's about drug abuse and how
Oh, yeah.
how somebody he personally know kind of came through and is like, you know what, I have something to live for. I'm going to turn my life around. Super dope, dude. You guys need to check him out.
I think did you share it?
I did a
Not too
reaction
long
to
ago.
that.
We did a
while
reaction
ago,
to
Yeah,
it.
I think I did
And
watch.
then we were
that
also
one.
on a podcast, their live podcast. He's
Yeah,
he's another
Skulls
host.
is the
on,
host. Yeah,
is
him
the
and
host
Kat.
or one of the hosts on the
They're,
Elsewhere
they're,
podcast.
they're co-hosts. Nobody knows what's going on. So.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah,
Shout out
super
to
dope
Skulls.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Should we
Yeah.
do some local?
we should
Yeah,
probably
we
shout
gotta
out
we
our
gotta like
sponsors
say
real
all
quick.
our stuff.
Go, man.
Yeah,
You
do
guys
your things.
I gotta.
Yo, is it?
Well,
can I-
first shout out to 307 Racks once again.
Yeah,
Right?
for
Thanks, guys.
shout
Thank
out.
you guys. for
And
having
thank
us
you
here.
guys for having the easiest names to remember.
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Chris and Mike.
Chris, Mike, Jake, and Stevie's only fucking weird.
We're fucking yeah, man.
Stevie V.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bunch of band kid names.
We got like the most basic.
While you're doing that, can I run out and piss? Is that a thing?
Man.
Yeah, do your thing.
You
Go
do
big.
it. You do it up. You do it up.
got the beer.
You do
You
it
gotta
up.
do your shouts out, gentlemen. live chat here.
Tomorrow there is a Mother's Day art sale down at the Nicolason from 10 to 4. I got some pretty gnarly artwork down there.
Hell yeah.
And pretty darn cheap. There was a fellow a long time ago that told me.
You got an
Isn't
Elvis
it amazing?
one,
I do, it's down there. Moms always love Elvis.
but my mom. I'm gonna tell you a quick story about Elvis and like why I want to buy your painting all of a sudden. My mom is a huge Elvis fan, right? like from day one when she was a little girl, man. Like she learned how to do the twist from Elvis and like won competitions and shit. And like
Hell yeah.
that was her idol growing up, man. Like when the Elvis stamps came out, she's like, "Ooh, I finally get to lick Elvis."
Yeah.
I'll never forget
Dude,
that.
that's
It's
awesome,
amazing.
dude.
Like,
That
like,
is
every time
awesome.
we hear Elvis,
It is Mother's Day coming up on Sunday.
It is.
Coming up this Sunday.
Say thank
This
you
Sunday?
to your mothers.
Yeah, and it's
Yes.
also my mom's birthday.
Wow, that's pretty rad, dude.
This Sunday.
Shout out to my mom. Happy
Shout
birthday,
out.
Mother's Day.
Hey, I know my dad's not watching, but it's my dad's birthday.
Hell
Happy
yeah.
birthday,
Yeah.
Dad.
On May 8th?
Today.
Oh.
Today
Happy birthday, Dad. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
in
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
some of that going on out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So check out the.
My turn.
If you ain't doing shit tomorrow, go down to the Nicolason from 10 to 4. I will be down there, and there's a lot of other fairy talent. There's like pottery stuff and bad to the bone.
Hell yeah.
And there's another little exhibit all the way in the back of the Nicolason.
Yeah,
I
it's
had to
called
go
Stevie's.
look at it again.
It's called Stevie's exhibit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you got
Vanderheiden
some stuff over there,
Design.
don't you? Yeah.
Skulls, I promise, it's
Vanderheiden
just spicy
Design.
peach juice. It's fine.
Skulls knows what it is.
Skulls
He knows
knows
where it
what's
came
up.
from.
Let's see. Oh, we got to shout out to Mobile OnSite Oil.
Yeah. They
Little
have some
Shop of
dope-
Burgers.
They have some dope cars in front of their
Debos.
shop sometimes.
Yeah,
Like that
Larry's
Mustang
a
did
pimp.
that Fox body.
Yeah,
Ooh.
dude. Yeah.
Very nice.
Larry's a pimp with that.
Right. Right.
Yeah. We got the Little Shop of Burgers.
Oh, hell yes.
If you're hungry, man.
Hell
Yeah.
Jason's actually there tonight.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Good. They make a dope burger.
Yeah.
It's a good little shop.
Man.
We got a. Who else do we got? Do you need a new
that's good,
tattoo? Go down to Two Bulls Tattoo,
you like sip?
located in
Hey,
Mills.
Matt, one more again.
Oh, yep. Let's bring it on.
Yeah.
The band Repent. We got the band Repent.
Oh,
I like
the band Repent. The
Yeah.
band Repent coming out on May 14th.
What movie?
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
one
yeah.
more again. That's right.
And
One
yeah,
more again,
shout out to
Club.
Oil City.
One
The
more.
Yeah.
Shivers beer is already out
Yeah.
up there.
I had that.
Is it good?
Last weekend. It's pretty.
I haven't
good.
had it yet, but it's a wheat beer, and I'm like, that's right up my alley, bro. Let's
Shoot,
go.
bud. You'll like it, man.
Yeah, I bet.
Yes, Bill, it is peach. No, Becca, it is not moonshine. It is spicy peach juice.
It's just apple spicy peach
Yeah.
flavored juice.
Totally
Like pickle
organically grown, locally sourced.
Yeah, technically.
And yes, Kat, the 3-wheel. So for those of you who are tuning in from our channel, this is a local podcast to Casper.
We're in
10
Casper still.
This
Hi,
is
hi.
literally
Yes.
10 minutes from our studio.
Yes.
That's
so we're
like-
just in a different
It's a
spot.
garage.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah.
thanks for shouting us out on,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
hell yeah.
Of course, man. Of course.
That's pretty
Yes,
cool.
I'm so glad there's people here that like
Right.
your
That we
fucking
see
YouTube
all the
short
time,
worked.
bro.
Yeah.
It
Right?
fucking worked. What's up, guys?
Right.
Oh, we got the Sunday brunch. We can't forget about the
Oh,
Sunday
Oh,
brunch.
that's another great
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. He was
telling us
You guys
about
gotta
that.
You guys
have
gotta
to-
check-
You guys
check
gotta
them
do
out.
that.
He was telling us about that when we got
They,
here.
they got a really good like you guys they're really good established regimen.
Yeah,
how
like they got a good
operate,
format.
Right.
And they do this day,
Mm.
this time. They edit this way, that way.
Good.
They
Yeah.
post it this day. This.
Oh, that's good.
It's-
Like, time
it's really
management
cool,
is
like-
huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's-
Yes.
Okay, and then I'll credit this because there's a girl involved, and that's what it is. Like,
She's like,
100%.
look,
She keeps
okay.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
so
Ray-
organized.
Ray
like,
makes that
our
shit
shit is
happen.
not
Yeah.
organized. Like
We-
it is
Ray
we-
makes that shit happen.
We love them. Shout out to T-Hawk.
Uh-oh.
I'm just going to call her T-Hawk.
Kat says, hold on, let me post on socials. Be right back.
Oh shit.
So
About to
Kat,
share it.
Kat's bringing the
Oh,
army,
Cat's about-
guys.
Yeah, Cat's about to go get the hog fam.
Yep.
So, do you guys...
Trailer Park Baker.
Here's... Oh, I
Shout
forgot.
out to Trailer Park
Yep,
Baker.
that's right.
Oh, yeah.
We got the Trailer Park Baker. Forgot
Yeah,
about
man.
her. Man, I
You
feel...
guys
And
ever
we got
get any cakes or
Debos.
anything?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
So all of this is going to be posted Monday morning for people for their drive to work.
Hell yeah.
So I just hope that somebody gets a laugh or a giggle. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Oh, yeah.
Monday's fucking. But
Mondays
all of
suck.
yeah.
Especially the drive to work Monday.
Yeah.
Morning, man. It's the fucking
Yeah.
worst thing in the world.
And looks up Trailer Park Baker. if you need any kind
Yeah.
of
Yep.
cake
all
or
of
anything.
all
Hell
of
yeah.
so the
She
people
will
that
make you a Freddy Krueger cake.
Oh, that's
Anything you
dope.
want. Anything.
I like that. Yeah.
so the people that listen on
Yeah,
the
that-
Spotify and the Anchor and the Apple
Not Freddy.
and
Freddy.
I can't
Sure,
remember the
Freddy.
other one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But all the links are going to be in the description.
Yes.
What are we talking about?
So the links will be in the description.
Yeah, the
for
links are in the
all of the
description.
sponsors?
Yep, that's right.
All the
that's
sponsors,
right,
guys.
that's
When this
right.
posts on Monday,
Sorry.
it'll be there.
Anyways.
I can't remember. I think that's it. Oh,
Hey, what's going on with the tickets?
I've been
so
thinking about
nobody's we've only everybody that's been commenting and stuff, I've already got their name in the thing.
How
so
many entries do we have? Do we have a handful of entries at least?
there's a few.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
For those
All
of
you gotta
you,
do is
tell them
comment.
again how to do this. So
All
they
you
can win
gotta
some
do-
sick-ass
Yeah,
sunglasses.
we need all the advice.
Share
you guys
it.
Can take
There we go. I got this.
Really?
Ready?
Oh, you gotta
just
put
Yeah.
kill the times, man. You just keep plugging it. Keep plugging it. Go.
So for those of you just tuning in, okay, these wonderful sunglasses, we're gonna give a pair away.
they got a
Okay.
label on them.
The only
Yep.
thing you got to do is comment and share.
Okay.
Share it to your grandma. Share it on your OnlyFans, your
Share it
Pornhub,
to
whatever
your
you
Pornhub,
got. Just share
to
it
your
everywhere.
Insta, share it to
Okay.
all of them. Get all the
Ladies
platforms.
And you could have you a nice pair.
Ladies and gents, with the thin atmosphere up top, we're at a mile high.
Yes.
This sun is rather brutal on the eyes.
It does.
Protect 100% almost.
It does.
UV rays.
Yes.
Hey, they're also. Well, I can't say that. I was gonna say they were organic.
Organically grown.
They're made from cow shit.
Look, the lenses are dark as shit. I can't see anything, so you're gonna be good in the sun. Just
Yes,
hit
right.
the share thing, and then say it in here, and then you get
They'll
entered
make
to the
you
drawing.
feel
Do it.
organic.
Go.
We're gonna draw at the end of this
Yes.
episode.
Are we going to share
Perfect.
it live or?
Yeah,
We
we're
can.
just
Probably
we're just
should,
we're
yeah.
just gonna go hard, man.
Oh yeah.
Should we all sign the lenses of the ones that we give away, so they're just covered
Yeah. So
in
they're just
Sharpie?
unusable.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I love it.
will not
That's
draw
badass.
I love it.
Badass idea.
No winners.
All right, so win yourself a pair of lens signed 3-wheel bicycle podcast sunglasses.
Hell yeah.
Hit that share button.
And
Tell
it
us.
will be worth tons of money
So much money.
when your grandkids are old.
So the other day,
Decades after you're gone.
the other
Hell
day, shout out to Big O Concrete back in Mitchell, South Dakota.
Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
Josh
Big old concrete.
I like that.
sent me this thing,
Yeah,
and I had to write it down.
That dude's a badass.
So remember this. From Big O Concrete, don't forget, 3 2s and a 3 and a 1 still equal 10.
3 2s and a 3 and a 1. So 3 2s, 2, 4, 6, and a 3, 9, and a 1.
Yeah.
God damn.
Okay.
How'd you fucking,
I
like,
don't
you
know.
put that in your brain, man. That's crazy. Like, I get your headache.
And with that, if you guys like this episode, Jesus Christ. God damn, I'm dead.
I sat
all
there and
your
I'm like,
brain
what
nerves
the
on
fuck did
God.
he just
Why would you make me
say?
do math on a Friday night? Terrible. I've had moonshine, bro. What do you want?
Hey, Casey, what's up?
Dude, I did
Thanks for
math
jumping in.
since 96.
What's up, dude? What's up?
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was crazy as fuck. But I had to keep sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck did he just say?
I mean, it's one of those things that's like, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's a baseball thing. Was it 6 plus 4 plus
No,
3?
not again. You can't do this.
Sorry, bro.
I'm in,
No, 6 plus 4 plus 3 equals 2. It's a double play is what it is.
Ah, I got
6,
you.
4, 3 double play.
okay.
Hey, if you do 4 or
Shortstop to second to third, or first.
5, 3, 4,
Oh, no, 6,
5.
4, 2. No, wait.
Yeah, I don't follow soccer, so.
I was gonna say, I watch tons of baseball, so I'm totally following
6
everything
plus
you're
4
saying.
plus 3 equals 2. 6 plus 4 plus 3 equals 2.
Guaranteed, every time. I
Every
believe
time,
it.
bro.
I believe it. I totally believe you.
If you have
Mostly
something,
because you're wearing, I believe that's an Atlanta Braves hat, and that's why I believe you, because you're talking baseball with the hat on, and I'm on board, bro.
Right.
World champ.
That's right. That's
hey,
right.
if you want to square something that's too big for your tape measure, you can measure 4, 5, no, 3, 4, and it should measure 5 diagonally between the.
It should.
I know.
Like,
Oh,
That
I
is
know what you're
that is
saying,
what they
my
call the
dad.
Pythagorean theorem.
Yes.
They didn't teach me shit about taxes, but they taught me about that in school.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Isn't that
I don't know
Pythagorean
that
theorem?
one.
Isn't
No,
that it?
I just know that if you go,
Is it
Yeah?
not?
No?
if
No,
you
okay,
start
we
at
got
the
something
corner,
else.
That makes sense because I suck at math.
if you're building like a big skid or something,
Mm.
and you start at this corner, you measure down 3 foot, and you measure over 4 foot. Between those 2
Oh,
points,
times that,
should
that's
be
your-
5 foot.
If it's square.
Perfectly square.
Huh.
Yeah, or you could graduate that into bigger, 30 foot.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude, that's what math class should be. It should be like, all right, welcome to math class. Today we're
Right.
gonna build an A-frame. Everybody grab a drill.
Yeah, right.
Grab a drill and a
They
fucking
did
right
that.
angle. Let's
They
go,
did
dude.
that
Like,
shit for me. In high school.
they should.
Yeah.
That's
We
how it
had
should
Or-
be, man.
or
fucking
like-
lab class, it was called.
Or-
and everything was hands on.
You went
Lab
to,
class, dude. That's
it
dope.
was
Oh, yeah.
badass.
That option
It
didn't
was the
exist
shit.
when I went to school. It was just like, no, you come into math and you learn about if you fucking swing an apple from this tree at this trajectory, what time will it land in this kid's hand? I'm like, I don't fucking
No,
care,
we
dude.
actually went out to the tree and hung an apple and swung it.
Yeah.
Smart. So you
Sure.
applied. So it was like applied math.
Yeah,
I've
it was
never
badass,
needed
dude.
sine,
It was
cosine, or
badass.
tangent.
The
to
fuck
be
have you
my
ever
fucking
used that
class.
outside of fucking sitting at your desk going, how the fuck do I program this?
When you gotta
I've
fucking-
never needed it. I've never needed
When
it
you
once
gotta
since
figure
then,
out-
dude.
Hey,
I've never
when you
needed
gotta
a
figure out how to
parabola.
get this
Only
piece of
time I
plate,
used it.
when you gotta figure out how to get this piece of plate to fit inside this tank that's already bent fucking this way and is not square.
Bro, you're way
You
outside
gotta
of my
know
pay
how to
range.
have
That's
all
so
that.
far outside my pay range,
You
dude.
gotta figure that shit out.
I'm the guy at the computer going, yeah, there's this order here that needs to go. I don't know. Someone's got to fill this thing. There's like a bendy thing. I don't know. Here, I'll send it down to you guys. Okay. That's me. I'm that guy. I don't fucking.
Oh, I used to do a ton of alignments and geometry.
I can
It's
imagine
huge.
you probably be a
Yeah.
mechanic. You probably have your fair
she
share
and,
of that kind of
frames
shit.
and
Yeah.
shit.
Like-
Shit has to be perfect.
Well, if you're doing
that.
an alignment, like for instance, like smaller cars, if you're doing an alignment, typically you would think, oh, you want the wheels to be perfectly zero because they read in
No.
degrees, right? You want
No,
the
they're
wheels to be
front drive
perfectly
cars,
zero.
so you want
You
to
want
tow it in.
you want the camber to be exactly zero.
Tow
It's
it
like
in.
no, you want the camber to actually be half a degree negative.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Just so when you're turning corners, you don't end up like fucking up your tires and doing weird shit. I was like, wait, don't fuck with it, okay? No.
No, here, let's stick
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Get some more volume out of them.
But then the thing is small cars with road crown, right? Not every road is perfectly straight.
Oh,
There's actually
yeah,
a crown.
yeah, I never
right?
thought about
so
that.
when you're lining up the geometry of it, you want your camber to actually ride with road crown, and you adjust your toe to actually pull uphill.
And what
So-
is
So that way your steering wheel is straight, but your car's
And-
actually pulling
Going
to the left.
why do we have
Every
road
time.
crown? What's road crown for?
For water.
Everyone knows that. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
See, you know,
Roads-
it's really
so roads
rad.
are actually shaped like this, so that
Yeah.
when it rains, the water runs away from the
Yeah,
road
yeah.
and into the gutter.
And actually, you know what? If you
So you're- oh, you're
understand
dri-
that,
Next time
if
you're
you
driving, you're going to be
understand
looking at the
this-
road like,
I
what the
was just
fuck?
in
Okay.
rain last weekend. Like,
Okay, so check this
Look
out.
at all this
Like,
rat
not
stuff
every
that
road.
you
Yeah,
get
We
You'll
live
see.
in
here.
Wyoming. We have some flat roads.
Yeah.
No,
we
we
have some
don't.
flat
No,
roads.
we don't. South Dakota has flat roads. We have crown roads.
Well, Nebraska has flat roads. Fucking
Okay,
nothing
if
over
you're
there.
driving
The
down,
Midwest has flat
if
roads.
you're driving from here to Cheyenne on I-25,
That's
That's
true.
no.
and it's raining like a motherfucker,
Yeah,
there is
they
some
are,
flat
but
roads.
no,
Yeah.
they are.
It fucking
No,
puddles
it's not Midwest
like that.
flat. It's not Midwest flat.
Well, I've been going 85 in a
Dude,
truck.
Stevie,
He's like,
Stevie will
I'm not saying anything.
Stevie will tell you
In
a
a
rainstorm out in eastern South Dakota. Every lane is a fucking puddle. It's not just one lane.
Well,
here.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it is.
Oh,
I
speaking
mean,
It's
through there.
every lane, the whole
I don't
fucking
know.
way.
Well,
Speaking,
the biggest problem is construction companies anymore. They're like, yeah, we don't care. It's got potholes and shit. Just fill it and whatever happens.
yeah,
Well,
dude,
it
yeah.
was based on
Yeah.
the fucking 1950s fucking interstate system.
Yeah.
Which was fast paced and done hastily.
Yeah.
It's pretty efficient, but the roads
But the roads are shit.
fucking embarrassing. Like, what I seen a fucking funny meme. It was something talking about the fall of United States and Rome, like, what's the difference? Like, Rome had better roads.
Oh, dude, for real. For real. Yeah,
Rome?
but there you go. That's your tech tip of the day. Your car is never actually aligned straight.
Correct.
It's aligned. It's pulled straight. It pulls straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's aligned for the
And
curvature
no,
of the
like-
road.
Yeah, so
Like
don't
I
go
was-
underneath your car and be making your tires
Like I
all
was
straight.
saying, like,
Yeah.
once you understand how roads are
Oh, and
planned,
heavy trucks
you
pull
can
hard.
drive better on our roads.
If you really want to get adventurous with it, just
So
just
closer
do,
towards the middle.
just do
the
your
better you
inner and
are.
outer tie rods by yourself, and your ball joints,
Yeah.
and your control arms, upper and lower, by yourself in your driveway, and fucking
Huh,
send
this
it.
sounds personal.
But it's not personal at all. Not personal at all.
There's
dude.
totally not an 80s Toyota Corolla rolling around
Totally
town.
no context to this whatsoever. And then a week after you do that, then take it to the tire shop and be like, man, I think it needs an alignment. Like I did this one, and I'm pretty sure I got it close. And then they
Yeah.
come back after they do it, and
They're like, nah,
"Damn,
bro."
dude, your wheels are basically like this, and you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. Well, thanks for fixing that. Appreciate it. If you do any suspension work, alignment work, control arm work, hey, can I have one of those? Make sure you take it to a shop and get an alignment because it's
Yeah.
very, very vital. Like my car rides like.
Oh,
fucking-
you know who would be good for that is Mobile OnSite Oil.
Oh sure, great.
Yeah,
Go to Mobile
hell yeah.
OnSite Oil. Are
They
those
can
the
do that.
Oil City Dyno guys? Is that-
No, no.
They're down there,
You-
like they're.
I'm not trying to prop.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
corner from
Yep,
the
it is.
hospital to the east.
They're
Is it
in
the
the
same
same
guys?
same building.
Same company,
Yep,
right? They're the
yep.
guys that work on all the
Yep.
WRXs and the STIs and shit, right?
Yep.
All the fancy. There's like they got like a. I think they have a couple. They have one STI out front right now, and they have like a Lancer out front that looks pretty sweet. Too.
Yeah.
I
I forgot.
haven't taken a trade
oh.
yet. But you want
Are you a tuner guy or like an import?
It-
What's your favorite car of all time?
Oh, God. Here
He
we
had
go.
WRX. That's
name
my
three,
favorite
name
car
three,
that I wish I
name
could have.
three. Name three. Let's do three.
Let me tell you right now. You don't want a WRX. You
Why?
want.
No, old
Listen
school.
up. Let me tell you. You don't want a WRX. You want an STI.
With over 100,000 miles. Because the head gaskets have already been done.
Exactly. You want an
I've heard
STI.
this!
You
I've
want
heard
an
this whole
STI
I've heard the whole thing.
with service records
I really
with
wanna-
105,000
Old
miles.
Yep,
school
yep.
Impreza.
Nope, you don't want an Impreza.
I had
You want
an
an
old school.
STI. If it
If
does
you
not
had
say
an old
STI
school
on
one
the
and it
badge,
ran
you are
good,
doing it wrong.
You got a unicorn. Okay?
Yeah.
I had an old. I had the original 93, 92.
Oh, yeah. That was like,
came
what,
out.
first or second gen,
That's
maybe?
they got the 205 in
Dude, I
it.
had that car.
Yeah.
That thing ran.
The 2
That-
liters are pretty
That's
good.
because it's a 2-liter. Yeah, the
Yeah.
2 liters are fine. It's when they switch to the 2.5 that
280,000
fucked it all
miles
up.
on it.
So to answer your question, man, my spirit animal is a tuner. I want to be a tuner so bad. I think there's just too much in it, man. Like,
Put three. Give
Listen,
me three cars, dude.
if you switched all of my musical, audio, performance, instrumental, intellect into car shit, I would have a super dope STI. I would have
Sweet.
a dope
So
ass
you only have.
or an Evo. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably an
STIs
Evo.
are better because Evos didn't put their power down correctly.
Yeah,
They
change the
steered
spark
like
plugs on
shit.
an STI and then change
Well,
the spark plugs on
the-
an Evo. Tell me which
The
one's
biggest thing on the
Yeah, but like when it comes to performance, STI is
the biggest
no-brainer.
the biggest thing
The Evo's
between
bullshit.
the STI and the Evo.
in a straight line. What makes an Evo and what makes an STI as an STI is it corners. It's like it does.
Well,
it's
yes.
an all-around fucking performance
Here,
machine. The Evo, I just watched the video.
I'm
All the
listening.
reason
I'm
I
listening.
know,
do you watch
like,
Donut Media?
They can't fucking corner for shit, and their mid-range power sucks. Like they're good off the line, but like
Yeah.
I watched a video where a
Yeah,
fucking souped-up
Yeah, but they
Evo.
come with bigger injectors than an STI.
No.
So
Check this
you
shit
tune
out.
it once
I
and
watched
you're
a
done.
video.
Put it on a tune, on a stock tune, and you're done. You put a stock tune on an STI, and you're liable to blow the turbo or fucking blow something up.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And also,
No,
the
you're getting
STI
super
transmissions
geeky.
are made out of glass, just
You're
like the
su-
WRX ones are.
You're
Like,
getting super geeky, like. And
I
I
love
love
it. Hey,
it.
you
And I
asked,
love it.
man.
But like on the basic level,
fair enough.
like-
Out of the gate.
out of the gate,
And
an
my buddy
STI
I work
is a
with has a
no-brainer
drag
over
car.
an Evo. Fuck
Hell yeah.
that.
Okay, so to answer your
Evo's a
question,
Hell yeah.
to
I'm
answer your
with
question, I have a 1980 Z28 Camaro in my driveway that I'm rebuilding, and I want to.
Okay.
That's going to be my car. That
Nice.
will be my
That'll
going
be
forward,
cool.
that will be my car.
That'll be
Eventually, at some point, maybe LS swap it or do
It's an
something.
Opal.
Yeah.
Can I-
Sick.
Oval?
Can I ask you guys a question?
That's
Yes.
It's tiny.
Yeah.
Sorry
It
about
is
that.
fat.
You're
There's so much
good. You're
controversy on
good.
this-
You're
on the
good.
tour.
I
we'll
know.
talk about it.
Yeah, you're good.
We'll
Dude.
talk
You're good.
about it.
And I'm open to all of that shit. I think they're all cool.
I'm
I
a
think
car
you guys are
nerd,
dope.
like-
I think you guys are
I
dope.
don't own any cool cars,
Yeah.
but I'm a car nerd.
Yeah.
Oh, I
By the
drove
way-
my 92 Chevy Cheyenne here, so, what's up?
There's a car show tomorrow.
Hell
Out
yeah.
at the
drove
hangar.
O2.
Oh,
Buddy
yeah.
Brad and all his
Oh,
buddies are
that's
putting
right.
it on.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
They've got some badass vehicles.
That's
Dope.
right.
All these guys.
Dope. Okay, you had a question.
No, he was gonna say stuff.
Why isn't there mouse flavored cat food?
Because cats don't.
That's actually a really good question.
So listen.
What is dog food?
I wonder how you
I
get
don't know.
this flavor.
I don't know.
In worm flavored bird food.
You want to know why? Because there's so much money wrapped up in medical testing on rats and mice that they're like, we can't afford to give none of them away.
Ooh.
Right?
No.
Right.
I pull that right out of my
No,
ass.
that's bullshit. Because we
It
isolated.
makes sense.
Okay,
though.
we isolated the protein that creates fucking the.
Well, that's what I
the
mean.
taste
Yes,
of
you can
fucking
recreate the taste,
of
right?
beef, right?
You can
Protein
synthesize the taste.
23 or bullshit.
Yeah.
That they inject into tofu or whatever to give that beef taste.
Hey,
So that's bullshit.
I have a little known fact. So you might know because you know. a lot of
Ooh,
shit.
shout out to Skills. That's a good one right there
Skulls.
too.
Yeah, you know.
Why isn't there cheese flavored mouse food?
So we
I
don't
think they
put
make-
it
I
on
think-
our crackers?
Yo, hold
Hold on, hold on.
I think I've
die?
seen. I'm pretty
That's
sure
how
I've seen.
fucking assassinations happen.
I'm pretty sure I've seen cheese flavored rat poison.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the same
there's a
thing.
reason why they
yeah, it's the same.
they don't make poison look attractive anymore. So
It's-
that
Hey man, a
it's the
chicken
same-
nugget looks good, bro.
Hey,
I'll tell you what.
that's not,
Like-
that's not poison. That's
Well,
Hey, yeah,
Well,
we
anybody
covered
know?
that last week. Remember that was a
What
question last
Go.
week.
Does anybody know where old school? I don't know if they still use it, but it was. You can Google it.
Mm.
Where artificial raspberry flavoring came from.
Shit, I've heard this before. I just don't fucking remember what it was. It's
No,
like one of those
and-
weird-
No, hold on. Was it
And-
raspberry or vanilla where they pulled
Raspberry.
it from beaver's ass?
That's
Oh.
raspberry.
That's raspberry?
Is that the
Okay,
one?
that's the one.
The renal gland of a beaver.
Yes.
Who figured this out?
Who was
Bro,
out there
okay,
who-
hold on. Let me
Hey,
Anal
everybody
gland.
that's
Who knows
listening,
your shoulder?
Who
welcome
was
to
out there
Three Wheel
following the beaver
Bicycle.
around like, you know the fucking. Come on,
No,
dude.
no,
come
no,
on.
no. I didn't
Hold
say
on.
anal gland. I said renal.
That's shoulder gland.
Yeah, it's all the same shit. So listen.
Who the fuck chewed into a beaver? and
Yeah,
was
I've
like,
never
this tastes
tried-
like raspberry.
So look, this is how this happened, okay? A lot of these like ridiculous rednecks in the South. Now I consider myself to be a redneck, but there's like
I
a
like
whole
your
different
boots, by
level,
the way.
right? These guys are out here fucking everything in the woods. Some dude got charged in Florida last year for sexually assaulting a gator. Like, how the fuck does that even happen?
Yo, okay.
They call
But-
that gator rape.
But it's my favorite flavor of Gatorade.
Protect your
Uh,
electrolytes.
No longer drinking
It's
Gatorade.
grape and mango.
Gatorade.
My question is,
God.
what would you
That's a
accomplish
high
out of
quality
doing
H2O.
that?
Oh my god.
Speaking of random shit in Wyoming, so I recently, me and the girlfriend actually, were looking for something to watch, and we came across the Trailer Park Boys podcast. Do you guys know the series? Do you know the show?
I watched it a
We
little. I
picked
watched
a
a little
random
bit.
fucking episode. It was the first episode we picked, right? She just picked a random one. They were looking something up, and like we were the same way. We're like, man, I'm not sure I like the format and what they're doing with it. Whatever. I wish it was just the actors and not like them being their characters. It's kinda
Touche.
weird. Yeah, it's
Touche.
kinda weird,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
I just want to see you guys
Just
being
call
more.
it something else.
Yeah,
It'll probably be
right.
Better.
But Bubbles is looking something up on the fucking internet, and the first thing he looks up is because Ricky's got these weird terms on his phone. It's like eyeballs ass and something else, and Bubbles searches that on the internet, and the first thing that comes up is some dude in Wyoming got pulled over by a fucking highway patrolman, and during the search or whatever, he pulled him out of the car during the search or whatever, the dude shit out like 9 fucking rubber eyeballs for his ass.
I heard about that.
Or
Yeah.
something like that. Stuffed in his ass and just shit them all out when he got out of the car or whatever. And like, I was like, how is this? I picked a random episode on the internet, had no idea what I was getting into, and that's the first thing that comes up.
You know why?
Thank you.
It's because
Thank you,
that
Wyoming.
town did
Thank
not
you.
have a Denny's.
Jesus,
Or a Perkins or some kind of gas station. They had nothing to do
Dude,
after 2 a.m.
I'm pretty sure it happened in Casper too. I think he said it was Casper. Yeah.
Wait,
Casper, Wyoming.
that
I was
totally
like,
repeats everything I say.
Wait, I think I'm not 100% on that.
Like, here's my question: what leads you to that point in life
What happened?
where you're like, you
And
know
how-
what?
And how did the
I
cop
need-
find that out?
So many questions.
How did the cop find that?
Oh fuck
Did
you!
he have
Never,
a-
have you ever shit your
Did he
pants
have an
before?
eyeball?
Well, that's the thing. That's the
Dog?
thing. No, I think it was like, as he was questioning, he gives asshole stuff with eyeballs, bro. Like, at some point, that's going to come out of there,
Yeah.
And they just
I
literally
believe
started
something's in
rolling
there,
out of his
sir.
fucking pant leg, bro. And it's like,
Is that how he got out of the DUI?
I have no idea. I don't.
Oh, bro.
I didn't watch the podcast.
I got
You gotta
That's a
watch the
good idea.
podcast, I guess, because I don't know, dude.
He's
That's
seen
a
the
good
cherry
idea.
and the bird like, holy shit!
Is that the right Pokemon ball?
No, seriously, but like, just what a random
Like, what
damn.
leads you to go? I need to go get some groceries. Oh, phone, wallet, keys,
9 eyeballs.
9 eyeballs. Where are my eyeballs at? Fucking
9 ass
right.
eyeballs.
What is that? Like, what? Yeah.
And then
first-
what do you do when you get in your car and realize you only have 8?
Yeah.
Go back for the 9th one?
Yeah.
Well, like the first 3 or 4 might not freak him
Maybe
out.
it's like
Yeah, I mean,
9
Go for
lives.
it. Fucking go for it, I guess, dude. Jesus
Right.
Christ. But yeah, man,
Or
welcome to
you might
Wyoming.
have 4 or 5 more cops show up.
Welcome to Wyoming.
You
dude.
gotta
That's-
pop one out first.
God damn, dude.
So, for those of you tuning into the podcast who haven't been here before, that follow us on our channel,
Yes.
we were just telling this crazy Wyoming. When we're on the channel, we tell you like Wyoming has some just weird random shit. It's legit.
I bet
I promise
everyone in
you.
this room
Like,
could come around and tell a similar story to like something comparable to just some crazy shit. I bet we all have. How long have you all lived here, actually?
Wyoming or Casper?
I was born
Either.
here.
You were born here? Same. I was born here.
I'm a
lived
lifer in
for a
Wyoming.
while when I
Well,
was a
kind
teenager,
of.
but-
Like
Okay.
I think like 12 or 13
So you
years.
guys have all had-
35 out of 37 years.
So
Well,
you guys know the-
34 out of 37 years.
Oh yeah.
I was born in Lander High School. In
You're a
Oh, okay,
lifer.
yeah.
You're a lifer. So you guys have all had. You guys all know the loaf and jug on 12th and Beverly.
Oh
oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's all I have to say, dude. And all y'all, every
That's the
single
craziest
person
loaf
in the
and jug.
room is.
That's the craziest loaf and jug.
Dude,
Or-
everyone has a
or-
story about that fucking loaf and
I
jug.
have one. I don't
Or
wanna
the
share it
old,
on camera.
See?
what
Everyone's
was
got
this?
one. I'm
I
open.
actually have a really, really, really good story about
I
that.
just wanted to
I
let.
have-
I
The
did
floor is
roadside
open. This is not my
Olympics
podcast.
in that shit and ass.
See? You
Hell
see?
Shit I shouldn't have. So,
Right.
you guys want to hear a little bit of Casper history about that place?
Go.
So,
Let's go.
It used to be a 7-Eleven. And when we were very young, I don't think I was born yet, Josh was. That's my brother, by the way.
Oh.
My mom worked there. She was a cashier. And
Yep.
a lady came in, bought some stuff, hung out for a little bit. Like, my mom knew her. She was kind of a regular. Anyway, she left, and her body was found in a dumpster the next morning.
Damn.
Not even joking.
What?
Like, real life thing that happened. My mom was questioned. She was brought into
Crazy.
brought
My
to
dad-
the police department.
That fucking
whole thing.
mini mart,
Like,
man. I'm telling
she
you.
Literally,
It
she left
is.
there.
You
and
are right.
I'm telling you,
dude.
everyone's got a story about the mini mart at 12th and Beverly. Fucking
My
everyone.
dad used to
Yeah.
go hang
I've been
out.
through my whole life, and every new person
Okay,
I meet, I'm
they
like,
should
you know the
know
mini mart at
right.
12th and Beverly?
They
And
should
they're like,
fucking really gather.
not
and,
even
like,
kidding.
We,
You're so
we
right.
should
That
all
shit's
like
real.
gather and make a book.
Seriously, if we all-
Stories.
The whole community, like,
Just call
just
it
put
12th
out,
and Beverly, man.
just
Show.
put out a thread. Like, y'all got a story about this shit. Post it
A
right
fucking
here.
You
And
guys
then we'll
want
just
to
make a
post
book.
shit? Read our book.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Sure.
dude, it'd be
Make a
dope.
TV show.
Because I got one. Mine was about.
But, I mean,
It'll be like
It's
Black
probably-
Mirror. We'll have a TV series.
Anybody need
We'll
to
just do different
No, I'm
series
good, bro.
about everybody's
I'm actually
fucked
good.
up stories.
Right. All right, I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick.
You
I'll be
betcha.
back.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Say hi to the neighbors.
No, my dad used
Just kidding.
to. My
We'll
dad,
see what happens.
when
Just
my
kidding.
mom worked there, my
I'll see if I
dad
can
used
catch
to
a charge or something.
park in the alley behind there.
It's dark.
And sit there and wait.
You'll be fine.
Because my mom was scared of people fucking with her and shit.
Yeah,
I
man.
remember.
That like I don't know.
Found her in a dumpster?
Yeah,
I
it
felt-
was some like
Can I have one
some
of
dude
your
had been like
smokes,
hanging out outside.
I'm completely
I
out.
mean, it's a whole story. You can
What?
Google it, but
I got
I
it.
can't remember. Obviously, my mom remembers it.
It had to have
If
been a
she's-
big deal.
If she's if she's watching, like obviously she'll tell you. Like she was pretty young mom. Like I said, my brother was born, but I wasn't yet.
Huh.
One of her first jobs that she had when she moved to Casper from Wisconsin. And
What year was that? Do you know? Like around what year?
Probably 80.
Before 85.
Probably about 83.
Okay.
83.
Okay.
83.
Yeah, I wasn't born yet either. So.
I was born in '81.
Oh, were you? No shit.
Yeah. So I mean, they hadn't been here very long. But like I said, she knew the girl and had hung out with her several times, and there was some weird dude hanging out around there. And
Is it a cold case? Was it
no,
ever
yeah, it
solved?
was solved. Yep, the dude went to prison.
Oh, no
He-
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
he
okay.
kidnapped her, assaulted her, and murdered her and put her in the
Damn.
dumpster right behind the convenience store that he abducted her from.
Had he been like stalking her then? Like,
That's
it had to have been, right? Like following
Yeah, I
her
don't know
around.
all the exact details. I guess my mom would probably know better than me, but
That's
I
fucking
just,
crazy.
she just has always told us that story where she worked down there and had
Yeah,
no
obviously I
question.
don't
Crazy.
remember. My mom always told me my dad would park there and wait for her
Yeah,
to get
'cause
off work.
she
and
worked
shit.
late at night and she was
Yeah.
fairly young, and
Yeah.
so my dad had to like wait for her like after.
Surprisingly enough, most of the counters, I mean, unsurprisingly enough, most of the encounters I've had at that place they take place later at night, and
Also, why don't their freezers or their fridges ever work? Like what? The
Yeah.
hell?
yeah, I don't know. I mean, that thing is, that Mini Mart's been there for,
Fuck that.
The come and go or the mini mart?
I'm talking Mini Mart, 12th and Beverly, Loaf and Jug, Mini Mart. It used to be a Mini Mart back in the day. It might have been a 7-Eleven.
It's right there by CDC.
Are you
right?
talking?
They're all
Everybody
gas
still-
stations
Hold
where I
on, are
come
you
from.
talking about McKinley?
Oh, yes,
Yes,
right.
McKinley.
No, that's the
The
one.
come and go.
That's why I'm like,
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it used
so
to be
ours
7
are
Up
wrong.
right there.
Ours
No,
are
that's
wrong.
okay though.
my-
That's still a
my
crazy
bad.
fucking
That's my
story.
bad.
And
Yes.
that one's also a little like.
It
I've
is.
had some
okay,
stories
so
about that
that's-
one too.
that's-
Still to this day, as a grown woman, I don't like to get gas at that come
It's
and
just
go
the-
because I'm like,
It's interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'll
that's
tell
my
you
bad.
what,
Sorry.
that
you're
come
all
and
good.
go
It's
is a
all
horrible
in the
place to
can.
get gas because you can't get your car level,
Or 13
so you're getting ripped off.
Yeah,
You're not getting a full
dude,
tank.
yeah,
Yeah.
Fuck that place.
Do you guys want to learn some
In the
stuff?
hell.
I'm ready to learn.
Do you guys want to learn some stuff? I like on this
Depending on if you know
podcast,
where
I
you're
like
going.
doing it this day in history.
Okay.
Oh shit, we gotta say other stuff.
Just because
fuck,
you
we
know
haven't
we try
said
to
any
we let people learn stuff
Let's
on
do
here
Stevie.
too.
Some mic time.
The
Yeah,
fucking
Stevie, get after
Sorry
it.
about my
This
vocational
state-
faux pas.
No, it's okay.
You're good. I love
I mean,
you.
like I said, that Mini Mart is also kind of one of those. I think everyone's got a little story about that one too.
Yeah, that was straight up 7-Eleven. That's where I first
Mm.
played Mortal Kombat ever in my
Used to
life.
be a 7-Eleven for sure. Yep.
For those of you who are watching, if you guys haven't liked or left a little heart emoji or shared this, please do so. They're giving stuff away.
Yeah, give
Okay.
me
Oh,
a
yeah.
heart emoji.
Yeah,
Let's get
comment.
Share the love.
Can I get a smoke from you real quick?
Fuck yeah, bud.
Once you get done with your thing, I want to ask you guys some questions.
You betcha.
Hell yeah.
I look fucking forward
Yeah, we
to it.
definitely-
Nobody ever asked.
We definitely
questions.
prepared questions for you.
Oh yeah. This day in history.
See,
Chris-
once
Chris
again,
prepared
Matt,
May
Matt's like, I have
6th.
no
Like,
idea.
fuck's going on? 2 steps ahead of me, fucker.
In 1954, Roger Bannister breaks the track and field record running a whole mile in 3.54 minutes.
Fucking what?
Really?
Who
Dude, that
does
is
that?
crazy.
Fucking Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
I looked
Ran
at
a
pictures.
mile in under 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck?
All right, who's a math whiz? Who can do that miles per hour?
He's probably best.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, you're a
Wait,
mechanic.
wait,
You work
wait,
with numbers
what
all
is
fucking
it?
day.
What is it? Let's do it one more time. Give me the numbers.
It's
3
a
minutes, 54
mile.
seconds.
Yep.
Okay, call it 4 minutes.
Yeah.
1 mile in 4 minutes.
A mile is 5,280 feet.
24 miles an hour.
See, who's a math whiz? He's already got
Per-
the numbers in his head.
This fucking guy.
That's
Yeah.
that's pretty insane.
I mean,
Nobody
it's
has
under
ever
that.
been
It's
recorded
23
as
something.
running.
23 point whatever. Yeah.
Nobody's ever been recorded to run that fast that I know of.
Oh no, Usain Bolt's fucking blasted 24.
Has
But
he?
what like
Has he? What?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Dude's
yeah.
out here running as fast as... Dude's out
Yeah.
here fucking pulling illegal speeds through fucking school
Okay.
zones on his feet.
No, like legit.
Excuse me, sir, I
Legit.
write you a ticket. You just
Legit.
hauling ass up to
Legit.
fucking...
Up the sidewalk.
Okay.
You're like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. What
That
it
is
takes-
insane.
What's crazy about
I
that
got you,
is
didn't
what
I?
it,
I got you.
what it takes for an average fit human to run faster in their school zone is incredible.
That's fucking
For
crazy.
Usain Bolt, I think ran 28 miles an hour.
No fucking way.
God, dude.
For real?
No
way.
I mean, he got the
No,
longest
that's-
legs in the
that's
game,
like-
bro.
That's a
Like,
Yeah.
Go ahead. Like,
Fucking
That's what
runs
I'm like, dude,
28
you're
miles
hauling
an hour.
ass, bro. Like, if that guy runs past my street, I'm like, what the fuck?
well, you're gonna hit my kid!
slow down!
Start throwing rocks up. Slow down, you piece of shit!
You gotta put that little fucking.
Your
plastic
dog better
bag-
not shit in my yard.
Put the fake kid out in the middle of the
Yeah,
road.
front yard. It's like slow, children.
He's
at
out there
play.
running his
Hold
dog.
on,
and even
hold
his
on,
dog's
hold
like,
on.
slow down, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah. Hold on. Is it slow children at play or is it slow children at play?
See, I've always
Like,
thought
My
the same
dad.
they don't put the comma. Where does the comma
I
go?
know, my
Right?
dad always did that.
Yeah.
joke to me.
shit. I thought the same
This is
shit.
not about you.
Is it Is it slow children or slow children?
Yeah.
There was a couple other ones that I wrote down on here, but they're
Go for
not
'em.
really that cool,
Dude,
man.
say it.
No,
Well,
we
say
want
it.
your-
Who cares?
You're
You.
pretty good at elaborating, apparently.
So,
We do it every day.
1940, John Steinbeck wins a Pulitzer Prize for Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah,
Not to be
Steinbeck?
confused with, what was that one movie with Johnny
Raps
Depp?
of Grace?
That Johnny Depp movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's eating Gilbert Grape?
Thank you, buddy.
They're really
Yeah, not to be
Not
mistaken
what
with
he-
that one.
What's eating Gilbert Grape? No.
Gilbert,
Grape.
I want hot dogs.
Yeah, that's important shit. I had to fucking read that.
I don't even remember what the fuck that book was
Grape
about,
is-
to be quite honest with
fuck.
you.
Was that about the canning industry? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's about the canning industry and the bad treatment of the employees. It was actually a revolutionary.
I tell
book.
Chris
Wow.
this. I
It
tell
was
Chris this
actually.
shit all the time.
Am I right?
I think probably.
Okay, you
Probably.
were shaking your head.
I
But,
delete no.
From what I remember in school, this is about the meat packing industry and the bad treatment of the employees, and it was actually a groundbreaking book. It
Makes
implemented a lot of employee rights laws, labor laws like breaks, shifts such as things like 8 to 12.
Like a lot of OSHA shit, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it was actually more like is OSHA's very genesis. I think.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah,
That's
that makes
fair.
sense. That makes sense. I fucking, what was I gonna say? I tell,
You delete shit all the
dude,
time.
I tell Chris this all the time on the channel. Like, dude, I delete shit. Like, I have read the book. Fucking don't remember anything about it because
yeah.
after a certain point, dude, Chris will tell me something on fucking Tuesday, and he's like, okay, so like this week. He's
Yeah.
like, hey, we got that podcast on Friday. He told me on Tuesday, we got the podcast on Friday. He had to remind me yesterday, hey, dude, don't go to bowling tomorrow night because we have the podcast. He had to remind me again today because I was still getting ready to go to bowling. He's like, hey, we have the podcast. I'm like,
That's
oh,
awesome.
I got to message out and make sure.
Yeah.
So I'm really good at just like, I have weird random trivia, but for a lot of things, dude, I'm like, someone will say something, I'm like, wait, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
And they're
dude.
like, you were there, you were sitting next to me, and I'm like, shit, dude,
Dude, I'm
okay.
crazy random.
Help me jog my memory and figure this out, because I don't fucking remember, dude.
Yeah.
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 This one's kind of dumb. I don't know if you guys are, or if anybody that's listening or watching right now are fans of that show Friends.
I've seen it.
Oh yeah.
I've seen
How
it.
you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Their final episode aired on this day.
Really?
Back in
Today?
Yep, 2004, and there was 51.1 million people that tuned in.
Damn, dude.
Okay,
Holy
that would
shit.
be 1/6 of today's U.S. population.
That is
Crazy.
insane, bro.
1 out of 6 people.
Holy shit. It wasn't me. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't
Same.
either.
You
How
said
was
it
it?
was 54 million?
51 million.
51.1
Damn.
million.
Today's
51
U.S.
million.
population.
Damn.
We have 300.
So back then, it would have been more like...
I
what,
saw
a
it. I didn't
a
watch it when it happened,
fifth?
but I've seen it.
Yeah,
Well,
still
back
even then, like,
even bigger,
it'd
dude.
be
That's
less.
fucking crazy. That's
Like
what.
that's
what I mean. It'd be a bigger percentage. Fucking
yeah.
crazy.
See,
dude.
the thing that
Wow.
blows me away about numbers like that, right? For instance, like Dax, his new song "Dear Alcohol" just hit like 10 million in 3 weeks. Like, sure, that's not 51 million, but for somebody who's not signed to a TV producer or something,
Oh, Dax the rapper?
like, yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
Dax is a pretty dope dude. But like for somebody like that who has no backing whatsoever
Yeah.
to do
Yep.
something is huge. Like,
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad that you guys came here too.
Mm.
Just because, like, you know, we're fucking local, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
And
dude.
we're like trying to do something, I guess, so to
Right.
speak.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Just
Definitely
cheers
trying
to
to
that real
Yeah.
quick.
Oh, I got a beer.
Oh yeah.
I have a beer.
Yep. Cheers to this
Cheers
local
to
shit.
local.
Thanks for
Cheers
your
to
Yeah.
you guys for
Yeah, man.
viewing.
Yeah.
Thank
and
you
all
guys.
our viewers and their viewers and
Yeah.
our viewers.
We're going to give these shades away after a while. Comment,
We're
share.
at an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay, I'm trying to get through the rest
How
of
long
these.
are you guys?
Usually
We
an
just-
hour. We're
yeah.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we
just
don't give a
doing
fuck,
All right,
man.
cool. Excellent. All right.
Yeah.
So we have a knack of like spending way more
This
time than we're
motherfucker can
supposed to.
ramble, dude. He will tell a fucking story, and they're great stories. Don't
Jake's
get me wrong,
pretty
but
good at
you can get
telling
lost
stuff,
for
too.
hours talking to this guy, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Not telling stories, but coming up with shit to say for sure.
yeah.
Elaborate.
So
yes.
So one of my big questions I wanted to ask you guys,
Yeah, that
because
was-
you guys have
yep,
been in the
yep.
local scene for a long time. You guys have dealt with tons of different artists, whether that be, you know, all this art you guys see right here is done by this dude right
Oh,
over
yeah.
here.
Vanderheiden
Like,
Design.
Shut up,
Check
man.
that out.
He told us when we
Vanderheiden
walked in,
Design.
anything with
No
paint
more
on it.
shameless self-promotion.
Anything with paint on
Like,
it.
give me the fucking squirt gun and I'll
But so, would you guys the biggest thing here is people think there's this huge stigma of people who are artists in Casper or Wyoming never get out of Casper or Wyoming. Like, would you guys agree that that's kind of something that's been? Have you at least heard that before?
Yes.
Well,
I have.
I've experienced
so
that before, honestly.
I'm originally from Mitchell, South Dakota.
Yeah, I got you.
Graduated in Platte, South Dakota. Did the jail, prison shit, all that. Fucking came out here, started a family, and then like, yeah, just started doing the shit. And to be quite honest with you, man, I would like to move somewhere else at some point in time, but the way that everything's going right now, and the love and like the connections that I fucking made.
Yeah.
I'm good where I'm at,
Right.
man, for a while.
And,
You know
and-
what I mean?
and that's the huge thing. It's not necessarily just
Can
like,
I make
are you located just here? But it's more of a, okay, you're a musician. For instance, like the band Repent, right? There'll be some people who'll be like, well, they're just a Wyoming band. They're the best they're ever going to do is like, you know, they might open for a big band in Wyoming. And like, that's what everybody believes,
Okay,
right?
so to answer your question, in my opinion,
Yeah, go ahead.
from what we've seen on our show, Band Repent is actually
They're super dope dudes. I love them.
Yeah.
They're actually
Yeah.
the shining example. What
Which-
I'm about to say right here is like,
Joe. You know the bass player Joe?
yeah, Joe's the
Yeah.
shit.
Joe was in my first country band that I started in high school. He was my
Rad.
bass player in that band.
Fuck
Super
yeah.
dope dude.
I didn't even know that.
So what I'm about to say is gonna kind of like contradict what he was saying. Like,
Okay.
Yes, there is all the ties. The community fucking beats everybody up.
Right.
I grew up in a punk rock scene, which you did too, and in Casper, and you've seen all the bands in the punk rock scene fucking stay in Casper, and that's it. There's been a handful, yes.
Yo, real quick, shout out to our homies in the front, because you want to talk about a band out of Casper that fucking did the thing. They toured
Yeah,
in Europe,
yes.
man. They fucking.
Yes,
the
yes.
I got
Yes.
some
front
shit
did
for
the
you
Okay,
real
after
so
shit.
no,
this.
But you're right, a
This
very
is a
small
great
handful.
success story. The front is a great
The
success
front, dude.
story.
Excuse me.
That actually contradicts
Shout
what I
out
was about to
Lauren,
say,
shout
but,
out
like,
Dustin.
So these bands that I grew up with in the local punk scenes, which is kind of where I stayed with in my band, like they were never able to like get out of Casper. But with social media nowadays, you have a band like Repent or the band Repent. They established their fan base here in Casper. They got a good thing going. They created a social media page, and then they got a good fucking outreach through social media, and then they got all the love from outside. Now they're touring outside of Casper. Same goes for the band. Like all the bands right now. Like social media is the big basis.
That's the way to go.
But like, it's fucking crazy because
it's a tough question, and here's why it's tough. Nobody knows how to fix it, right?
Touche, man.
So,
well, I mean, okay.
so here's the thing, right? You have those exceptions. For instance, like that one band you guys were talking about that went toward Europe and all that stuff. You do have those exceptions.
Okay. That's where I was going. The Front did that without social media. That was all through perseverance, hard work. Magazines like Maximum Rock and Roll and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, a little bit through MySpace. MySpace helped.
Yeah. Well,
MySpace was dope.
I mean, a little bit, dude.
MySpace music was fucking dope.
Okay, MySpace was just the tip of the iceberg. It wasn't that fucking big.
So are you shitting on social media right now? Is the question I have for you.
No, I'm shitting on... No, I'm actually propping up how social media
has helped.
Can help you out.
Yes,
local artists
absolutely.
outside of their fucking boundaries of the city limits is what I'm talking about. Like,
98% of our fan
so
base
many
is out of
fucking
Wyoming,
things.
like outside of Wyoming.
A lot of East Coast.
Tons overseas, honestly, we have a lot overseas.
There's
a lot of
so
people
many
from Germany,
great
a lot of
bands,
people
like-
from the
Dude.
Netherlands, Switzerland.
Dude, okay. Exhibit A, Ryan Charles from Buffalo, Wyoming. He's on NBC.
Mr.
right now.
Ryan Charles and New
He's
Boo.
on
I'm trying to get him on here.
Yeah, he's on NBC.
Yeah.
That would have never happened.
I played a show with him actually.
Touche.
in Records
Had
in Fort Falls.
Facebook or any of that bullshit never happened.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? A lot of bands look to the bands who have gone on and done the successful thing before, right? And so when they do that, they look at people, you know, even not just locals, but they look at, you know, like if you're a country artist, like, man, Johnny Cash, the guy just loaded all of his shit in a Cadillac and played every show he could. That's what you had to do back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Today, when you go to book a venue, right? For instance, our boy Alex Key. Shouts out to Alex Key in Tennessee, I believe is where he's at.
Is it Tennessee?
Rad.
Yeah.
Fuck
He is an amazing country artist. He's a young kid. He's bringing back that, like, Alan Jackson, you know,
He's got a good classic country.
Yeah, he's got a
man.
very good classic
Again,
country
not my
feel.
cup of tea, but
Damn, I
but he
haven't
does
heard
it
Alan
good.
Jackson in a while.
So here's the thing, right? We went to the Beacon and we're like, hey, we have this guy. We reviewed him on our channel. Super dope dude. He wants to book a tour out west. We'd be interested to know if you would be opposed. Now, that's the important thing. When you ask to book a show or ask anything in general, right? It's always better to ask a negative so they respond with a positive.
Right.
Are
most
you
def- oh,
opposed
yeah.
to
Sales.
And they
Very
go,
good,
well,
very good.
That's sales.
well, I'm not opposed to it, but let me check it out, right?
Right.
First thing they ask, well, does he have a YouTube? What do his numbers look like,
what's his
right?
following like?
I did notice that when you messaged me back.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
No,
Okay.
that's
I'm trying to
sales.
draw them all over it.
But
I have
it's
a
bad
question
to the
for
bone.
musicians.
Yeah.
I have the question for the musicians. I think times have evolved a lot. How we used to dictate, tell me if I'm wrong, like, actually, I think you as musicians will answer this way. I think you're gonna. What's more important? Filling a stadium or not a stadium? Filling the Beacon.
Okay.
Let's just use Beacon
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
a precedence. Filling the Beacon
Good word. I like that. Precedence.
or
Word of the day.
or getting all the shares and likes on social media that gets you the connects. Like, which one's more important? to you
So,
guys?
it's both. Now here's the reason why,
Perfect.
right? Brandon Hart is an artist who he does a little bit of rap, but most of his stuff is kind of pop, would
Dude,
you say?
I would even say some of his stuff borders
Like
being
pop
like
punk
pop
almost?
punk.
Yeah.
That's why I like him so much. I think, and,
Yeah.
and the fact that he can go diverse and like make something that's
And
not
he's a
that.
super.
No.
No.
He's from
Canada.
actually.
Good old
But he's a
Canadian.
dude that we've reacted to on our channel, and
Rad.
literally is like one of the baddest dudes on the internet.
Like,
he's
this-
so
Nice.
humble, man.
like
So
this
shout
dude-
out to that guy real
Shout
quick.
out to Brandon Hart. You know,
Like-
bro. I might not come
Yeah.
across this, but
like
I check
this
you out
dude-
every Wednesday on your morning coffees, man. And
Yeah.
like, he'll shout out 307 React every time I'm in the channel.
Oh,
I'm like, what's up, 307 Reacts checking in? He's like, my dude Matt Greenlee from 307
Yeah.
Reacts out here.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah, man.
Fuck
He-
yeah.
yeah. He
Well,
literally-
he's our dude too.
Yeah, he is
Three Wheel
the dude.
Bicycle Podcast.
He
Okay,
literally just called me the other day. He's like, "Hey, bro, I haven't seen you as active on Instagram. You good?" Like, what the fuck, dude? Like when anytime he gets a hold of me, I have a starstruck moment. But
Yeah, it's
here's the thing with
crazy.
Brandon
So
Hart
back
that he's
to
told
the
me.
question, which one
So
is
the
more
question
important?
is, here's the answer. From watching Brandon Hart, from watching Ryan Upchurch, Adam Calhoun, Tom McDonald,
Rashad.
I Prevail, Rashad, all these different bands, the biggest thing you need to start first is your social media. Once you're getting paid off of that, then you have the resources to pack out a venue. Now, here's the thing. Typically, when you go on the road, your first 2 times you go, you're going to lose money, a fuckload of money. And so that's why the social media is so important, because that continues to keep you afloat while you're touring. Now, once you book those venues and you kind of sort through the bullshit, right? Because there's a lot of venues that be like, yeah, man, we'll pay you $3,000, come on out, do the thing. You show up and there's like no security, fucking everything's wild. People are where they're not supposed to be. Like, it's just a shit show, right? So once you kind of weed all of those out and you find okay, this venue, these are my dudes. They're going to pay me every time. Like, they're going to, they're going to be on top of their game. It makes the show more enjoyable for not only the band, but the people who come to support them. And that gives those people who know them as an online presence an opportunity to meet them in person and make that personal connection. And so that literally shows nowadays, packing out venues is a band's opportunity to connect on a personal level with their fans. It's not about the money at that point. At least it shouldn't be. If you're independent,
Right.
that's what you do that for.
Okay,
for
that's
sure.
amazing. That you kind of like snaked your way through what the conclusion of where I was going. That was pretty good.
So,
Hey, little
I
dog.
can help. So I put out a drum video recently of a cover that I did for a famous YouTuber who's got, what is it now? 5 million?
He's got 5 million
5 million,
subs.
5
yeah.
Who
million.
is it, Kai
subscribers.
Smith?
No,
The Do.
his name is The Do, and he's actually named.
Oh, the dude.
Yeah, the guitar
Yeah.
player.
Oh my God, the dude's amazing. Like my
Yeah.
son showed me the dude.
Yeah,
So I
he's
did a
dope
drum
dude.
cover to his song Ascend, and we did a professional shoot for it, and we set everything up, and we did full, like it was a full on production for the entire thing. What I can say, hi dogs.
Yeah, no, we don't want those.
Oh, why are we kicking him out?
Because they're gonna fuck up the chords.
Yeah, they'll be all over the stuff. We have to do the same thing in our studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's coming in, it's like, well, we love you, but.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did a drum cover for that. We released it on YouTube on my personal page, and I can say that like if I would have set that up for like me just doing a performance somewhere in Casper and like doing it on a day, I really don't think 1,400 people would have shown up to watch that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But online, I think it's approaching 1,500 views now. And
Nice.
it's not like everyone has to be there at the same time. You can watch it when you want to,
Okay,
and it
so
still counts.
Maybe like this.
So here's the other
So what
thing
I'll say-
too.
Maybe my
The thrill of packing a house and
okay. That,
getting views online
Thank
are
you.
completely different thrills.
thank you.
There
Right.
are
Thank
benefits
you.
to
Which
both.
one's better?
Man,
Hey,
if you
it
ask
all
me for an
depends.
experience, obviously packing a house because
Yeah,
I've packed
have
way
it-
more houses than I have.
Because
made videos for the
emotional
internet.
experience
You make better
up
connections when
front,
it's live.
you can feel energy.
Fair enough.
personally,
And that's that personal connection I'm talking
Well,
about.
Right,
when I
so,
did,
yeah.
And
when
this
I,
is
if I had to
why-
pick one, it would be live.
Can
But
you guys like agree like a little quick rabbit hole like why society's so lost is because a lot of emotions lost in threads of like just text.
oh yeah, man, yeah.
Not
you
personal
don't-
to
you don't
personal
ever have to
reaction. Like in the
express.
90s,
Yeah.
man,
Well-
we had the
Right.
The pager.
Yeah, well, no, that red, blue, 1, 2, 3 fucking shit.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Like that was our only thing
Right.
that was as close to text messaging that we have.
Well,
right
and
now,
and,
correct?
and the other big
and
thing.
that was a random thing. That was a random is a gamble.
The other big thing too is people aren't afraid to say shit on the internet because it used
Yeah,
to be
dude.
when you said shit to
You don't
somebody,
have to- yeah.
they'd show the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like,
Face to face.
Yeah.
It was face to face.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
If
like
I got something to say, I gotta say it to your face. Now you can fucking say
So-
it with a fucking
You
emoji.
can hide behind your screen, man.
So the internet is a
Run away.
blessing and a curse. The biggest thing is if you're going to be a content creator and you're going to be a band or a podcast or whatever the case may be, making sure that you make that personal connection, which is really difficult.
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell you that.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was talking to my boss at work the other day. He goes, dude, why do you spend so much time on YouTube? Like, you could be doing side jobs. You could be making more money as a mechanic, doing shit on the side. And I was like, well, long-term goal is not just YouTube. That's not where it starts. This is just the launching point
Dude,
for
I
what
mean,
I want
and
to
to be
do.
honest, like,
But-
I mean, to be real about it, like we might have 20,000 subscribers. That in
It's
terms
small.
in terms of getting
That's
paid,
amazing.
in terms of
Yes.
getting paid on YouTube, that doesn't mean shit. Let me tell
Yeah.
you right now, if me and Chris didn't have our 40-hour plus a week regular jobs, we would absolutely be homeless. Like,
Yes.
if we had to depend on just our subscriber count on YouTube, we would fail immediately.
Yeah.
So we
Well-
have to have that. It's not like, like, oh, you've got
So
20,000
that's
subscribers. You guys are living on YouTube. No. Like, we're trying to, but
okay,
nah.
that is a stark reality between our two platforms, I believe, because
Yeah.
like that's where I was. Like I worked as of recently.
Our editor gets
until
90% of our
recently.
money that we
I
make
worked all the
because
time.
In reality,
I
our editor
have
works-
zero time. Like Stevie is 100%
Right.
the motherfucker that does all the sharing.
Yes.
Again, shout out to Stevie.
100%.
The man that makes it happen. Look,
100% the man
the
that
banner's
fucking-
right here.
fucking- like 100% the media, the fucking all the posts, everything you see online, every fucking thing you see. That's this dude, not me. I have zero
and for
fucking
and for
ideas.
307 reacts, that's mostly this dude.
I have zero fucking ideas. Like I have some input here
So,
and there,
so,
but
You're
here's
the-
the thing. You're talking about the loss of connection over the internet. The way you bridge that is making sure that you're 100% in your comments as much as you
Yes,
can.
that's what I do
Now,
all the
here's the
time,
thing.
man.
That's
Thank
what
you
I've
for
been
sharing.
Trying
Now,
to say,
it's-
we have to interact
You have
with
to
the
interact. Make the
So-
people. You have to.
So
say
not
shit
only do you
More.
have to, and it's more
Ryan
than
Castle
just,
is watching.
See, that's what I'm saying.
it's more than just
Do stuff for him.
like, hey man, I really like that reaction, and you go thanks. Well, it's
Yes,
more than that, right?
yes.
So
You got to talk to
and,
him.
and it helps you in
right.
two ways. Number one, you can build a personal connection with this person. Like, holy shit, dude, I just talked to these guys I don't even know on the internet, and they
Exactly.
replied, and I had a conversation. And it helps your algorithm too.
Okay.
So you always lead it with a question. They're
I
like,
just
man,
thought-
I really like that
I
reaction.
thought of something.
And you reply with, that's dope. Thanks. What was
Yeah.
your favorite part? What did you
Right.
like about this artist? And then they reply to that, and then you reply, and then you have a little conversation.
a rapport.
And
Yeah,
they
build
could
a rapport, with
potentially
somebody.
share it.
Yeah.
Right. You make them feel like they're part of the show.
Yeah.
That is.
We should
Exactly
let's draw for this sucker real quick.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
dude, we're at like an.
I don't know about you
Oh,
guys.
This is a long.
I fucking
Hell yeah, set
and,
records,
and
bro.
it's awesome.
Hey,
I'm tired of sitting. I
No,
kind of
you're good.
want to stand. You know?
I got to miss again, dude, but we can wrap things up. When
We
you
got
choose.
Ryan.
We
We got
should,
last
because
one.
we're at an hour and a
Ryan
half.
Oh, dude.
Castle. Okay, we
Fucking
got to
love you
draw
guys,
for this
dude.
real
Hell
quick.
yes, man.
you guys kick ass.
Let me
We
tell
got
you,
it, man.
we could sit here for another 2 hours if we
Yeah,
wanted to.
same.
You know
So-
what I mean? So,
Say
Well,
it,
hey,
dude.
we're
Like,
here
what
every
I love
Friday.
about this shit.
Do you want to
let-
draw?
let me
Who
say
wants to
something
draw
real
for
quick.
this? We got to
Real
draw
quick.
for these.
One
Go
last
for
lap,
it.
One last
Go
lap.
for
Let's
it.
go last
Go for
lap.
it.
I'll draw, but like real quick, like it's been pretty rare. Like we love all our guests, but it's been pretty rare that like we've had people that could fucking extend fucking thoughts like this. Like,
Yeah.
Make
Like,
conversation.
with him, and like
Right.
all of us. Like
That's why our
we
YouTube channel
all are, like,
succeeds.
Yes.
we're multifaceted, is what it is.
Absolutely.
And, like,
Yeah.
For sure.
all of us are like we get this shit, and like
Yeah.
and we know how to pick brains, and that's amazing.
Fuck
Like,
yeah, man.
we could do this shit all night, and we love you, motherfuckers.
Let's give
Thank
away some
y'all
fucking
for-
sunglasses.
Three Wheel Bicycle podcast with the
You
307
know.
Reacts. Choo choo choo.
We gotta figure this shit out.
So
3,
So what's that?
Subway.
Oh, yeah.
Careful now. Careful.
So what's
That's right. That's right.
I know.
Gang signs,
I
bro.
know.
So what's the
I know.
terms? I just like dig in here. And
Yep,
pull out
just
a
dig
name?
in. Just dig
Alright, who's
in.
gonna win
Pick
'em, guys?
Drum
one.
roll, sound effects, ready to go. All right, yeah, that thing. All right, it's.
Bill Strum.
Oh no shit! It's
Bill,
Bill
the winner. Hey, send me a message. Is he here in town? Are you here in town, Bill?
If you give them to me, I can send them to
Yeah, we'll
him.
send
I
them
talk
to
to
him.
him weekly.
Actually, we have.
Okay,
we
well, I
just
tell
sent
you
some of
what.
these.
You send me his address, so then I can send him like another cool little care package
Dope.
inside of
We
it.
have
Perfect.
these sunglasses have 95% STD blockers.
95.
Hell yeah.
95. The other 5%'s unknown, which we can't do anything about. That's Brazilian shit. But
Congratulations, Bill. Thank you, 307
Sure.
Reacts,
Yeah,
Of
for
course, thank you
being
guys for
on.
having us.
I hope everyone has a badass
heck yeah,
weekend.
thank y'all for
I-
tuning in. We had a lot of great.
Everybody that listens on the Spotify, the Anchor, the Apple, we got all the links in
Yep.
the description.
Yeah, check it out down below. And I think I'm gonna leave you guys with one last thing. If
Oh,
you
shit.
guys are a content creator or a band or whatever, right? If you have a podcast or if you want to do your own
Interested
radio,
in digital content creation.
hit us up. Okay, it's really easy. Now I say it's easy. It's literally 4 steps, guys. The hardest part is the time that you put in. I put in on average around 20 hours a week, which is basically a part-time job. Making sure I make those connections in the comments, making sure we're seeing what's coming up and what we're going to be doing next. So, if you guys are interested in how we do what we do, hit me up on Instagram, ChrisBooker95. Hit me up on Facebook. You guys can see I've been in the chat. Click on my name, hit me up, and we'll make something work. So.
Hey guys, let me back his statement up real quick because like it is a legit success story. Like, while we
Oh, bro, we're
discussed-
just starting.
Just started.
We totally discussed earlier on in the episode how our platforms differ and our likes differ and like what our goals are and like our goals are the same. We're after the likes and shit because it's social media and that's how that shit works. But like it's how we approach our things and like
Yeah.
this is amazing. We appreciate your thought, your input, and it will be implemented in our show from here on out.
Absolutely, man.
It's amazing, and like
Yeah.
we appreciate that shit. And like, and Stevie, once again, thank you. And like, he's gonna get all this shit.
We appreciate you guys, man. Thank you
Yeah.
guys for having us.
Thanks
This
for
was a
having
fucking blast, dude.
Yeah.
I love hanging out here. This was awesome, man. This is exactly the format I was hoping for, and it fucking
Perfect.
happened.
Yeah,
thank
that's
you
what
guys.
everybody.
Chilling, dude,
Oh,
and
shout
having
out
a
to
good
the
time.
Fumble Penis podcast. I forgot that too.
Do all your things.
Gunslaps.com. Yeah, stickers for your guns and all that rad shit.
Hell
Are you
yeah.
guys ready to be out here? Because I am. I'm going to hit that fucking
Let's
button.
get it.
I got
Well,
a
if you
fist.
guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to like,
Well,
subscribe, smash that bell,
Have a good night. Be safe. We love y'all.
become part of the notification gang. We'll see you guys next time.